Hey guys, it's ArchieLuxury and welcome to the program. It's your pontiff and I am broadcasting live on the stream and raring to go. That's right, guys, raring to go. And it's all good news. It's all good news. What's going on? What is happening? What are you guys up to? It's all good news. So, guys, firstly, big thank you for welcoming me back and being such loyal guys when I was overseas. It's been a fantastic. I had a really good time there, and what can I say? It was really cool. I had a very cool time. So guys, it's everything is cool. Guys, I am back in the land of Oz, back in the land of the living. And I got to tell you, it's been a good time. It's been a good time. I had a great time here. So what's new? Let's go. What's new, pussycat? Let's go. Let's go and see what's happening. So I'm back. The last day there, I got to meet Tim Mosso, and actually, I met a few people. I met Waco. He is obviously famous for Revolution magazine. That's that watch magazine. He's also famous for Rake magazine, which I used to subscribe to. Actually, I quite like the magazine. Very cool magazine. I still got the magazines on my shelf. Actually, I really did enjoy them. And then I also met James Dowling. I met Scottish Watches. So it was actually a really good event. Unfortunately, it was a bit hurried. I had to. It was a bit hurried there. I had to leave for an aeroplane to come back to Australia, which that's okay. That's just how it goes there. So yeah, Scottish Watches in Honkers. Yes, they went to Hong Kong for the Dubai Watch. It's a weird name. Dubai Watch Week in Hong Kong. It's kind of they held a number of seminars, and we're just posting the link here. Can we get some people on to talk to us? Let's see what we can get there. So, did I see some great things? Look, Hong Kong was incredible. I got a new strap for the Breguet there. I had a really good time I had a fantastic time in Hong Kong and Shenzhen as well. It was fascinating. I tell you what, there it's Hong Kong is an amazing place. Very busy. Very busy sort of place. It's very happening. Watch market itself there. Look, the watch market goes on. It's like anything, sometimes these things here, they can be a bit tough. Sometimes they can be a bit, but you go somewhere like Hong Kong, you think, fuck, this place ain't going badly. It's good to be back in Oz. Look, I had a great trip. It was a fantastic trip. That was really enjoyable. And that was That was it was good to get away for a bit there. I had, as I said, I don't know if you guys know the backstory there. Oh, we got a first super chat here. Super chat, Jeremy Carney, €2.50. Show the strap, big boy. Okay, so basically, it was a replacement strap for the Breguet. So I haven't actually put the new strap on because it's got a reasonable strap on it already, and that's the new strap. Okay, so can't go wrong with that in the least. There can't go wrong with that in the least there. So Jimmy says that was a wicked room view you had from that hotel room. Yes, that was hotel was called BP International. Now I think what BP International was, it's basically a scout. It's named after BP Baden Powell. And I think what happened was, what happened was, it's a BP International Hotel. It's basically, it's a 25-story building. 25-story building. And it's in Sim Seung Sui neighborhood of Kowloon in Hong Kong, run by the Scout Association of Hong Kong, which has offices there. It's actually 9 Austin Road. Now it doesn't say much on Wikipedia here. 529 rooms, 7 seats, 7 suites, over 1,000 guests. Although BP International is connected to the Scout Association of Hong Kong, it's commercially autonomous and presents a minimal Scout presence in the lobby. Scouts may receive reduced rates at request. Fuck. Okay. I didn't know that. I could have bought my fucking a woggle. I should have bought my I didn't know Scouts. Well, I suppose I haven't been a Scout for a long time. Interesting indeed there. So that's where I stayed there. It was great. It was a lot of great fun. Great fun indeed. It was very fun. And yeah, no, there was some very, very good connections there. Look, it's one of these things. You go to these events, you can only try. That's all you can do. I tell you what, Tim Mosso is a really good speaker. He gave a talk on 300 years of watchmaking, and I got to tell you, it's a bit of a bland topic, but he did it really well. And he's, I gotta say, he's a very charismatic. He's a really good speaker, really good at presenting technical information, and I quite like the guy. I'm a huge fan, and I must say I had some great fun at the event. Yeah, I had a lot of fun at the event. A lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. I managed to. I was talking to Tim Mosso. I was wearing the Breguet. Actually, I was double fisted. I had the Breguet and the Sub, but the Submariner bluesy. You go to an event. It's not the sort of thing that it's not a show-offy sort of watch there, you know. It's sort of that's not the kind of thing it is. I must say it was let's have a look at just downloading some photos here. I'll show you some photos. The celebrities I met there. Okay, we got that. Okay, we've done it, downloaded it. So let's have a look here. We've got some what's going on here? I don't know. Let's have a look what's going on here. So let's have a look at some pictures. Let's bring a few pickies up here. I'll bring some pictures up. I just downloaded them for you guys here. Let's have a sticky at this. Let's have a look. Okie dokie. Let's get this up on the screen now. Here we go. So there was Tim. He's a okay. Let's have a look. So it was Horology Forum 10 by Dubai Watch Week, and it was in Hong Kong. Traveling back in time, a 40-minute look at the watch industry's history. There's Tim. Glasses are there. There's Scottish watches. That's Scottish watches. There we go. He was quite cool. Very cool there. A really good event. I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's have a look here. Who else is there? Oh, James Dowling. He's the guy who wrote the Rolex unauthorized biography. He's quite cool. Hello, Mr. Goldberg.
Archie.
This is James Dowling. He's the guy who wrote the unauthorized history of Rolex, that big book. Dowling and Hess. He's 80. He's 80 years old.
Bless his heart. Let Rolex be Rolex.
Let Rolex be Rolex. Now, the real thing you want to see is that's Tim Mosso handling my watch, the Breguet.
Did he manhandle it or was he gentle?
He liked it. You know, he was very... Actually, he's an absolute gentleman. The guy is an absolute gentleman. That's Waco. You know Waco? Revolution magazine. Yeah, so it was a lot of fun there, Marky. Marky, it's an absolute pleasure to have you on the stream today.
Well, happy to be here. I sensed that you were mildly nervous about showing up there because you weren't sure what your reception was going to be because you goofed on people, but everybody told you that Tim Mosso liked you, and didn't you feel that when you got there? Weren't you glad you went?
Look, I think it's how you handle it. If you go there like a dick,
no,
it's not going to help. But if you go there, just respectful, and he was actually a perfect gentleman. I think it depends how. I think if you go there like a dick,
yeah. But in other words,
I was.
You didn't go there in a Queen's Rail sort of way. You went there in a Paul Pluta sort of way.
Well, you have to.
Yes. Well, Archie showed up. See, you never really know. You have to actually people don't know this about you, but Archie has to put a little bit of effort into which of his multiple personalities is going to present at any given time. and you picked that Paul Pluta would show up, the one with the English table manners, rather than Archie. So it's a different Archie than got thrown out of Heathrow Airport, but it's Paul Pluta, the urbane, educated Stan DeVille in worse clothing, sophisticated.
Yes, in worse clothing. That's exactly it, there, Marky.
Mm-hmm.
I got to tell you something. I'm thinking about a few little trades or swaps to my watch collection. I don't know if I should tell you this.
Well, I feel you owe it to the Archieverse to keep us abreast of what's going on in your...
Okay, so one of the problems I've got in my collection is that I have far too many chronographs. Okay.
They're a specialty habit. I have that habit too. I've got a few.
And chronographs have been exceptionally good value on the pre-owned market. Okay. And I was considering a couple of trades, maybe. Okay. I was thinking about buying. I've actually, okay, so let's just back the truck up, Marky. It's just me and you on the stream, which is
I'm working with you, not against you.
Thank you. So with my collection itself there, Marky.
Yeah. What's gonna go?
Okay, so let's have a talk there. Okay. So the thing is, okay, don't be upset with me, okay?
Here we go. Just keep the Breguet. You can get rid of the JLC. You've worn me down, but keep the Breguet is cool.
Actually, no.
Oh, the Breguet is the good one.
Okay, so stop.
All right.
Okay, so let's just have a look here what we're dealing with at the moment. So the current collection is, so what we want to do is we'd obviously want to fill this hole.
Oh, well, filling holes is indeed one of your specialties.
And the other problem is we want to balance some. We've got 4 chronographs. We've got a Speedy, we've got a Zenith, we've got a JLC, and we've got the Breguet. Far too many. Now, let's just stop. Stop. Now.
Yes.
The reality is, okay. The reality is, I love Breguet.
Don't get rid of it. It's too good. You're going to get massacred when you it's going to hurt. You're going to get hurt.
I kind of get my money back. I got to put a little bit more to upgrade it to another Breguet. How does that sound?
As long as it's not the one with the numbers squished in there at the 4 without the coined edging that is the hallmark.
Oh, no, I can't afford a new one. Fuck me dead. Marky, we're in a recession. Mark.
You have a good one. We're in a recession. Don't we keep it? Yes.
Marky, we're in a recession. Do you have any idea what's happened to the world economy at the moment? Or do you think it's all great guns?
Is it hard? Are you poor man? You're not rich man? It's hard, fuckers? Tell me.
Everything's hard, okay?
Well, then why are you spending money when it's hard? Okay. Sorry, let me ask that again. Why are you spending money when it's hard?
Okay.
I'm waiting for an answer to that one.
So we're looking at a small upgrade, right?
Don't want to answer that question? Inconvenient question? Inconvenient? You can't handle the truth?
Can't handle the truth. Okay, have a look at this. Tell me what you think. I just want to know what you think of this, okay?
All right, let's have a look.
Okay, don't get upset, please.
I'm very calm.
Sometimes I worry, you know. You.
Well, we need nervous. Clyde. You know, what we really need here is Clyde. Clyde, if you're out there, text me or say something in the comments. I'll find that mug and I'll bring you on to slap some sense into the pontiff. I myself am not the slapping sense kind.
No, I understand, Marky.
Mm.
Oh, we've got perpetual time. Alex is joining us. Hey, Alex, how are you?
Hello.
Where are you?
Earth to Alex. Oh, he's not going to talk. He's just going to wave.
That's
So
okay. That's okay. I think that was an AI generated, Alex, to be
you know,
totally
wait, hang on.
honest with you there.
You have been accused by more
so
than.
Firstly, let's have a look at let's have a look at a possible acquisition.
I can't get an answer out of this guy.
Okay, let's have a look here. Da 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 da.
You're slick. You're slipperier than Kamala Harris.
Da da da.
Ooh, I kind of like it though.
Sorry.
I mean,
Marky, you're not supposed to support me. You got to bag it out. It's garbage.
I mean, it is garbage. You're going to lose money. You should not trade a Breguet for that. But like, nonetheless, I kind of like it. I like Arabics and I like Panerai, but you can't trade a Breguet.
This doesn't involve the Breguet. This doesn't involve the Breguet. This is a completely different move. Okay.
Well, what does it involve?
So what do you think of this one?
I said, what does it involve?
Okay, so this is what they look like.
No. Answer a question. Don't be Kamala. Don't be Trump. It's a perfectly legit answer, which is, are you trading or are you just going to cough up the money for that? Fungible tokens?
Okay. It would cost me about $4.6 US.
Oh, and that's all? Nothing else?
I haven't finished explaining. Just
I
haven't finished explaining. Okay.
Saved by the super chat.
Okay, saved by the super chat. We got a super chat. SR Bell. Mark, would you let Kamala Harris peg you?
I would let her. SR Bell. I would let her use your mother's strap on me. Yes, actually, indeed, I would. Absolutely, of course. Who wouldn't? Okay, but you get that off of there. I don't want to look. I don't want to look at that till we get the next one. Thank you.
Okay, so I was
4.6.
Okay, so what do you think of this? It's a PAM 662. That's what it is.
Yeah, but I don't think they sell for $4,600, do they? So what's the catch?
Okay, that's okay. Let's just not talk about price at the moment.
It's all about the price, Archibald. If you get that for,
something I've fallen in love with.
What the fuck is that? Oh, it's a skeletonized Breguet.
Yes.
I don't hate it. It's pretty cool. It's manual wind. And he's back, making noise again, but not talking.
Hello, Perpetual. How are you?
It's red where he is. Very, very red.
Just mute him. That's okay.
Perhaps he's in a dark room.
He's in a dark
I
room.
like your current Breguet is cooler than this.
Hello, Mr. GMT. How are you?
Lexi.
Good. What's happening, fellas? What's going on?
Hey,
Talk
I'm
some
thinking
sense
about a
into this
Breguet. Let me have a. Can I bring this Breguet up for you? I want to hear your opinion.
It's not a Breguet.
It's Panerai 662. What do you think?
Very basic.
Very
It's
basic.
a Radiomir. It's a Radiomir, which is like their kind of retro-y. It doesn't have that.
You bought it. You bought it, didn't you? You bought this,
No, I
didn't
haven't
you?
bought anything yet.
Okay. Do you like it, Arch? I think it's pretty plain. You know, I like the crown guard on personally.
Doesn't even have a seconds hand. Like, how do you set the time with that thing? Doesn't even have a seconds hand.
I mean, that's part
I
of
need
the
a seconds
charm
hand
of
as
it.
well.
That's the part of the charm of it.
Well, it's traditional. You know, do you like traditional?
I would like to shoot that one.
Of course you do.
That's what I would. But I would like to do that one like from a distance with a scope. Because I'm afraid that one might survive my 22. I would like to use like a 30-06 with a scope.
Arch, I seen you met Tim Mosso. How was that?
He's actually a really, really, really nice guy.
Oh,
Now,
fantastic.
when you shook his hand, were you a little afraid of snapping his 16 1/3 centimeter wrist?
He's actually got a pretty strong hand. He's very manicured nails. I mean, I've been chewing mine.
Would you say so? Would you say he's
Hey,
virile?
Arch, everyone's got imperfections. Just because he's got strong firm hands, he's got other imperfections, bro. Don't worry about it.
He could be a hand model. That guy. That's what worries me.
Well, he is a hand model. He is a hand model.
Well, he is. He does he does the watch reviews.
What watch was he wearing?
I did not ask. I was only there for a very short time.
What?
I think it was something nondescript, you know?
Wait a minute.
The question I have for you, did he recognize you?
Of course he did.
We both recognized each other. As soon as he came, I didn't have time to fuck around. As soon as he walked in, I said, Tim! He goes, Archie!
It's two A-listers right there.
I didn't have time to muck around. I had to very quickly
that made my day, because if he said that he didn't recognize you, I would have been very upset.
Well, he would have been lying.
That's just not right. Yeah, he would have been lying. Definitely.
So you're telling me you guys chatted like just long enough to take like 17 selfies, but not look at each other's watches?
Well, I only had a couple of minutes really, because he had to get ready for his seminar, his presentation.
Okay, you caught him before, but in those pictures he's playing with your Breguet. Yeah.
Yes, I gave it to him to play. I said, I'll show you, because I had the Submariner on, but when you go to an event like this, there's no point mentioning Submariners, is there? I mean, they're so boring.
Not there.
You know? I mean,
it's
not really what you mention. You know what I mean?
I do know. That's why I told you to wear the Breguet. You asked me, and I told you Breguet to that particular.
Breguet.
Yeah.
Well, the JLC would have been slightly better, maybe, perhaps.
I don't know. I think the Breguet shows you march to the beat of a different drum, and I mean, a lot of people have a compressor. I don't know. I think you did
stand out more. That's what Mark's trying to say. You stand out.
Exactly. Coined edging, but I still don't understand why we're looking at this mid-tier garbage.
Are you thinking of buying this? Yes or no? Yes or no? Are you thinking of buying?
Yes. What do you think?
Can we do a poll, please? And will you agree?
I personally think you will buy it, but then you will get bored of it. Personally,
I get bored of everything. Fuck that. That's
not your Breguet. Not your Breguet.
Archie never gets bored with Patek and pussy, but I would like to know if you could put a poll up about this. Should Archie buy the Panerai? And then abide by the poll.
Archie buy the Pam, and it's a 662.
Yeah, put that up there, and then let's see what happens. But you have to please abide by the results.
There we go. We'll leave it on the screen whilst we get people to vote.
Mm-hmm.
I got to tell you something. It's very, very. You know what, Mr. GMT? I want to fill the box, and that's over. Then that's actually I've decided. Now I know you look. This is
that's what I did, Arch. That's what I did. Then it overflowed a couple more watches.
Yeah, can you just get Archie? Can you just buy a smaller box?
No, because I got the LV box. Like that's kind of the box. The box of the box of the boxes. That's the box. And you love your box, Mr. GMT, don't you?
I love it. I love it. It just fits beautifully in my collection. It's just perfect. It's perfect.
Yeah. What about finding like your absolute eventual Grail watch and putting a picture of the Grail in the empty slot?
I have my absolute Grail watch. That's my world time. That is it for me. That's my Grail.
Well, then why are we fucking around with mid-tier stuff?
No, because we like to have some stuff to have fun with. Because I want some
variety.
Yeah.
No,
you're
just bored, and boredom is very expensive, Archibald. Boredom, you are about to lose money. But all right, continue. What's the plan?
I got to be honest with you. I'm thinking of trading in the Breguet for the other Breguet. What do you think of that? I got to add a little bit of money.
I don't know. Can we see it again?
Yeah.
I don't even know which Breguet you're talking about, so I can't even comment on that.
It is cool, Mr. GMT, because it's a skeleton dial.
So I got a video of it. Here we go.
Let's look. What? It's a 41?
40.
I mean, I do like it, but
it's just a more traditional Breguet.
How much, what happened to your finger? What do you got? How much do you have to throw in?
That's not my hand.
I see. How much?
I actually like that more than your Breguet.
No. Well, that's why I'm thinking of Mr. GMT. That's why I can't afford to keep everything. Okay, I wish I could. Right?
Can I tell you right now? Buy it. Do the trade.
Okay, now I got a choice. I can either buy it outright, or I can trade my existing Breguet.
Well, what's the trade deal? Give us the amount that you're going to give
look,
them.
I don't want to go too much into figures because it haven't settled yet, but I'd have to put a couple thousand in. But this is full box and papers. My Breguet is just box. It's sort of semi-naked.
When you say a couple $1,000,
Archie, do it, Archie. Just do it. Seriously,
Mr. GMT, this program only functions if we give Archie a really hard time and make him agonize.
All right, don't do it. Forget it. You're nuts.
We cannot give him. We can't give him card. Mr. GMT, there must be an adult in the room, and it is not Archie. We have to
see, because the thing is, I got to be honest with you. I would love to add this to have two Breguets because I really like the brand, right?
Yeah.
However,
10 grand for this watch, American 10.
I fucking love this watch. To be quite fair,
it is nice.
I really do like it. I really do like it.
How much? How much?
I think. Sorry, how much would it cost me?
Yeah, to just buy it outright. Like, what are these going for? What's it trade for?
He doesn't want to say. You said you didn't want to say. Don't say anything yet.
I can tell you. I'm just converted to USD. These go for about 15,000, I think.
And it's pretty cool.
US?
It depends on the condition and things like that. But these watches are really expensive. It's like most Breguets. They're very expensive new. Secondhand, they're kind of they're a good buy. It's a 40 mil. Clive wanted a similar Breguet. He actually wanted a slightly smaller one. It was a different reference. But
the ghost of Yiddish Gambino says it's a 7057, and I'm nuts for thinking 10K. But you just said 13K, and that's not much different, to be honest. So
well, I'm just trying to say, that's how much more extra I'd have to put in.
Wait, well, hold it. You'd have to.
Hey!
Whoa.
Hey! You don't understand, okay?
I'm afraid
Wait a minute. You just said you got to put an extra 13 grand in.
Hey, you know what? It doesn't matter as long as it makes you happy.
Hey,
you understand? I'm trying to sell this to you guys, okay?
Are you trying to say that you got to give the Breguet and 13 grand and your Breguet, or your Breguet and like 2 grand?
I got to put a lot of money in. Okay,
oh, you're a weasel. You're such a weasel. You've been.
You're not making. You're not making.
Yes, Mr. GMT.
I gotta go. Mr. GMT.
Oh. He doesn't want to. You don't want to reveal the truth because we can't handle the truth.
Okay. So the thing is this: is this worth more? Is it better than my Breguet? Yes.
Well, yeah, but if it's a $25,000 watch and you got your Breguet for like 8 or 10 grand, the differential is too much.
Okay.
I mean, are we talking HELOC? Where's the money coming from? Let's go there.
Hey.
Where's the money coming from?
I'm looking at selling a few things off in the future.
Listen, the ghost of Yiddish Gambino says, I can get this watch for anyone who wants one for about 13 to 15K US. Total full set. Oh. Hey, we got a super chat from Gun Glutton. Super chat.
Here we go. Gun Glutton.
Arch.
Here we go. Gun Glutton.
Read it. We're looking at it. Read it.
Arch, it's Stephen. Got the call. First call. 40 Explorer 1. It arrives tomorrow. It's a divorce watch.
Well, shit, congratulations on the divorce, even more than the watch. Well-fisted, sir. Well-fisted. I don't know, Archie. I feel like this is that's a lot of money for a weirdo watch. It's a nice watch, but it's a Breguet. It's a little terminal. And Gambino can get them all day long, he says, for like 13, full set. And you're planning on getting it for, you're going to overpay for that watch. You'd be better off getting it in from America and paying the customs duty to import it. You're going to get fisted.
Yeah.
Don't do it. That's a bad deal. It's a good watch, but not a good deal.
Okie dokie.
Hmm. What are our other choices?
Actually, the money's not as bad as I said, okay?
Well, you've been all over. Can we have a straight answer? Weirdly, I got to ask you to do something straight, but I do a straight answer.
How about 4.5? Four.
You're just looking for a number that'll make me say yes. Now you're just like
four.
bullshitting
Let's just look at 4.
The Breguet and 4.
Yeah. Now don't forget too, my Breguet's no papers. This is
I understand. I understand. What did you pay for your Breguet?
Oh, I paid for my Breguet about 9.
Well, 9 and 4 is 13, which is right in the right ballpark for this watch, apparently. What year is this watch that we're looking at?
I think it's 2015. 2016.
So has it had a service? Because it's coming up on its 8th anniversary.
Yeah, probably needs service. The reality.
How much? And now you're talking. I don't know. Just give me.
See, I don't like this. I don't like where this conversation's going. No,
I'm here to help. Listen, I'm from the government, and I'm here to help you. The service. What's the service cost on this fucker?
You just enjoy it. Put it in the box and enjoy it. Okay.
No. You won't enjoy it if it's not running.
It's working well. I had a watchmaker look at it. He said it's working very well.
You had a watchmaker look at it. See, now that just rolled off your tongue. I don't believe you. Somehow, I gotta say, I feel like you're fibbing to me right now. Sorry to say.
Is it a better watch? Is it worth a couple 4,000 more?
I like it, but I really, really like your Breguet. And yes, this is unique because of that skeletonized dial and the way the movement is put together. But you've got a Breguet chronograph. It's a complicated watch with what you already own.
Yeah, I got a few too many chronographs. You know what I mean?
I do. Maybe the JLC is the one that should go. That brutal compressor. I like that too. But
it's just, speaking of services, that was serviced before I got it.
Well, and it's going to be good for a while.
Yeah.
How do you get yourself into these jams? Look, can I show you something? When I want to when I want to fuck around with watches, I go buy something like this. It's supposed to retail for like $1,500. I think I bought it for Mito.
Oh, it's Mito. That's actually not a bad Mito.
No, Mitos are not popular in this country, but they're well known.
I don't think they were ever popular anywhere. I used to sell Mitos. You know how many Mitos I sold?
They're well known in Europe. I think I paid like $750 for it. So I mean, when you want to fuck around with a watch, just spend little dollars. It's kind of a cute one, though, isn't it? I got a confession to make. Okay. So I spent around $750 for it. And the one thing that bothered me about this watch, and it has a brilliant clasp, nice adjustment on the fly. But, what really upset me about this is...
oh, that's clever.
Yeah, but it just had absolutely bullshit loom. So I sent it to a watchmaker who relooms watches. And this thing glows like a torch now. I put a couple $100 in the loom. And then, the clasp is really nice. It is, well, first of all, it's an 11.
Look at the ghost of Yiddish Gambino. He says, Archie, make the trade for the Type 20 and 4K for the traditional 7057. Very fair trade if it's full set. Yes, it's got the longer box and box. Yeah, full set papers, box and papers.
Well, he sounds like he knows the deal. I'm just worried about the Gambino. Do we worry about the service that it hasn't been serviced since 2016? Do we worry about that?
I got to be honest with you. I asked about how much does my Breguet cost to service.
Yeah, I'm sure it's a lot because the chrono.
It's about $1,400.
It would be. Actually, I'm surprised it's that cheap.
Mind you, that's in Hong Kong, so I'd have to go to fucking Hong Kong to do it, which...
Hey, here's some good news. Gambino says that your service cost is under $800, probably because it's just a standard. It's a standard 3-hander. All right, okay.
They want to see proof of life. They want to see.
We may have to give you permission for this one. Now, how about the super chat we have?
We got a super chat here. Joseph D, $10. Sell the JLC and call it a day.
Yeah, but if you sell it, you have to buy 2 watches to fill the hole. 2 holes. Now what? Because the Breguet is a trade plus cash. If the JLC goes, it has to be replaced with 2 watches.
Mm.
What are we going to do about that?
I kind of fell in love with that. Fuck. You know what? I sometimes I wish you sometimes you it's like, do I want to do it or not? You know, like I kind of think maybe.
Do you?
I do like that Breguet. The Breguet is super beautiful.
It is nice. Super chat.
Super chat. JD. Oh, did we do this one? Joseph D, $10.
Yeah.
Sell the JLC and call it a day.
Once again, we come up with the problem of he's got this box, fellas, and if he sells one and he pulls it out of the box, something has got to go in there.
JD, 3 cents. Marky, will you be meeting up with Morty in this upcoming trip to the Windy City?
I don't know who's Morty. Who's Morty?
I think he means Herman Ingram.
Oh, Herman Ingram has been allowed into this country? That's shocking. I mean, is he...
You know Herman, the piano player.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I assume he'll be like tuning pianos somewhere. So I'm surprised he could get a work visa to tune pianos. Yes, I'm totally down. We're going to go get deep dish pizza and drink beers. Oh, no, I'm being told that Morty is crappy. I don't know. Morty is crappy? I mean,
crappy. Actually...
Well, I don't even.
I got to tell you something. Crappy's taken great offense to you, but I must tell you one thing about.
Can't
Mark.
imagine why. He's my biggest fan.
A fan who thinks you didn't give them enough appreciation.
Exactly.
And you know what? Here we go. JD, 2 cents. Morty is the host of the Crappy Luxury channel.
I didn't even know there was a channel.
Let me say one thing. One thing about this story is one thing about Mark is there are people who are bullshitters. Okay, they exaggerate, they lie. One thing about this man here, he's on the money. He doesn't bullshit me. He doesn't exaggerate. He's just an honest guy. Because he trains dogs. They can see through your bullshit. And Marky, he's just straight. Because, well, we're not hey, you know what I'm saying.
Straight to my knees, fellas.
Look, the thing is,
yeah,
you are very, very honest and to the point.
There we go.
Okay.
But what's this got to do with crappy?
Crappy.
You forgot why we were talking.
Actually, I think Crappy, one thing I must appreciate with Crappy and you, one thing is?
What is that?
It's taken the attention off me because he's tried to give me advice and I kind of, Crappy said to me, let me give you some Crappy advice. Crappy said, Arch, you're the pontiff. What are you doing staying in that dump? That's the Pod 51. And I said, Crappy, how the fuck do I? He goes, he tells me it's shit. Okay, fair enough. Wait, he's not part of the solution. He just says you shouldn't be staying there.
Can we start?
Well, you fucking pay for it, and then I'll go somewhere else.
Crappy can't even afford. Crappy eats cat food and raises money to buy an Oris. I mean, I didn't even know he was still alive. That was kind of disappointing when I found out he was, but he was my biggest fan. I'm your biggest fan. Anyway, we have another.
By the way, fella, what I would like to sell.
Well, put the super chat. There we go. Thank you.
Fella, $2. Show me what's for sale and let's start talking. Okay, I'll tell you what I would sell for you.
Fella's a tough negotiator.
Fella?
It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt, Arch.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you what, I'm gonna give you a good deal. I'm not gonna there's the I don't know if you've heard of the what's that? Kissinger. Henry Kissinger.
Oh, the negotiations?
Right? Mm-hmm. So Kissinger, he would always, it's like buying a car or selling. He'd come in with a higher offer than he really wanted to get negotiated. Now, what I'm going to do, fella,
Came in with a higher offer.
Fella, I'm going to give you a fair dinkum price, a
Fair
no
dinkum.
negotiable, take it or leave it price. Okay?
You're going to give him the
I'm
Alice
going to offer
Springs
you
special.
3 things for sale.
Ooh. Ooh.
3 things.
Ooh. All right, the JLC for sure. Mm-hmm.
3
What
things
else?
for sale.
Mhm.
Okay?
Yeah.
Number 1.
Mm.
Number 1.
Mm.
Okay, let's look at some 3 things for sale.
Mm-hmm. Let's do it.
Okay. Okay. So these are 3 things for sale. Aussie dollars or US? Let's do US, hey?
Yes. Let's, so that the punters can follow this.
Okay. Here we go, fella. Because I know fella's a Patek man, I'm going to offer him my world time.
Ooh, are you out of your mind? You just told me it was your Grail.
It is my Grail. I can't
Yeah.
afford it, but I got to pay for this other garbage I'm buying.
You're gonna part with you. You're gonna part with a Patek World Time Grail in order to buy a fucking Panerai? Is that what I'm hearing? WTF, Archie? No.
I'm going to offer it for sale to fella.
No.
Here we go. 27,000.
Oh, that is fair dinkum price. That's like a Gumtree special right there. 27, like American.
Yes.
Jeez.
American.
I think that's a pretty good price.
Comes with box, the big wooden box, recent service, no papers.
Extra strap.
It comes with a new strap.
Yeah.
They didn't give me the old one back. It's got a nice newish strap. When it was serviced, the strap was changed.
And the new strap does not look like or feel like a Swedish fish that's been gummed by an 80-year-old with no dentures.
Exactly.
All right. That's good.
80-year-old. Emphasis on 80-year-old. That's number 1 thing for sale. Number 2. So we have said, I'm going to make a note of that. That was 27,000. Mark.
You better remember this because I feel like you're going to regret it.
So that's 27K. That's the Patek, 5130. The next thing I've got for sale for him is he likes to collect my stuff, right?
Can't you just sell them? Can't you just sell them like used underwear or something that
like? Okay, so I actually had the box painted. You know, my watch box painted.
Oh yeah, you did.
Okay.
You made them paint it. They didn't want to, but you made them.
Yeah, I'll give him. He can have that.
Mm-hmm.
4.6.
4,600 US.
Yep.
Jesus, that's a world time by Patek and a Louis Vuitton box for a hair over 30. Just a hair. I don't know if I approve.
Sorry?
I don't know if I approve. Plus, you're starting out kind of low. And please remember, fella is a skilled negotiator. I don't know if you left yourself enough wiggle room.
It is what it is, Mark.
How much for a stingless beehive? The guys want to know.
That's not mine. That's my son's. I tell you what else I would give him. Okay. I'm looking around for crap that I can sell.
I mean, I believe it's watches, frankly, that he's interested in, not random memorabilia.
Oh, okay.
As you're like looking around for the, how about the famous curtains? I don't think he's interested. I believe it's horological, it's got to be stuff of horological value, not steam toys. Super chat.
We got a super chat. Here we go. Here we go. We got JD 3 cents. By the way, tune into Morty Crap Luxury for some A-grade gonzo streaming from Vegas. Thank you,
JD. Now we have another one with a question from fella about.
No, this is the perfect box. This is absolutely perfect.
Is it handy? You want to show it?
I probably better show you a picture of it.
All right, let's do that.
that's the one I had before on the
Yeah,
screen,
no,
Mark.
I remember. You just had it painted.
That's the one I had. I had on the screen before there.
Oh, hold on. Can you
This
real
is
quick
one
look
here.
at the? You need to
It's
look at
got
the.
AC. It's customized. You can see AC3.
Oh, yeah,
It's the
it's
one
very
that's
nice.
on the screen.
Can we peel that AC3 off and put in fella? And listen, can you
No.
please pull up
No,
the
it
next
doesn't
super
come
chat?
off.
Archie, pull up the next super chat. Pull it up immediately.
Fella, $2. How much to buy your entire office?
Everything.
Everything. What does he mean? Everything.
Well, would you please, make yourself big? My keys don't work on this browser. Go ahead and blow yourself up big. And now let's pan the camera around and do a quick kind of inventory of what's in there. Is there anything in that office that you can, oh, Jesus. Fella, can he keep his old tax returns? I mean, is there anything in there that you're not willing to part with? It's the Blair Witch Project. Don't make me vomit. But there's, what is all the junk in there?
Look, I got to be honest with you. There's not really that much of value in here.
Yes, but he's just asking for a price. So name it.
We got Aussie Expat joining us. Hello, Aussie Expat. How are you?
Good. Welcome back. And,
Hey, thank you so much
Mark.
there.
Ozzy Osbourne.
Um,
Are we going to
Hey.
answer this question, though? Are we going to answer
how
it?
much is everything in the office here?
Name it.
$50,000.
You just said there was nothing of value. You got to be serious.
We got the watch, the books. We got some stuff. Okay. I reckon 20,000.
I don't feel like you're being serious.
There's a book collection. There's the camera. I got my cameras. I got watch box.
All right, the cameras, probably have some value. All right, our starting price is $20,000. Does that include the box?
What box?
Is
You're
the
selling
box
your studio? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, he's going to sell the
Asking
whole
a
studio.
price. Fella
Whole
doesn't
thing?
come through. Okay, we just gotta.
All right, it's true. Maybe he's just playing with you.
If you quote too low, I'll end up with money in my PayPal and a van at the front of the house.
You know what? That's a fair. Yeah, the way they took the fridge with my name on it. They took the fridge with my name on it.
Holy shit! Look what we got, Marky. Look what we got here.
I believe we're
Marky.
going to have a Rolex unboxing. Why don't you go ahead?
Do you want to do that?
Yeah.
wanna do that?
There we go.
Let's get it happening, man. Happening.
Okay.
Bring it up.
Let's have a
Bring
look.
it up.
Let me get another camera in here so that it's a little easier.
Okay.
Give you a little bit of time. What do you think it is, Archie? What did my collection need?
Oh my god, I got no idea.
Well, my collection is basically all the Steel Sports Rolexes.
Nothing wrong with that.
And maybe you were missing an Air King.
No, I got an Air King.
Explorer 1?
Got-
Oops, he's frozen.
Actually, I'll show you. We'll do that. We'll do a little bit of guessing. Give me.
Yeah,
3
first
seconds.
we need to know exactly what you have.
Yeah. I'll do 3 seconds.
Okay.
Archie. How was Hong Kong? How was it?
It was great. Hong
It
Kong
looked
was
like
great.
fun. I'd love to go. I next year I'm going to do a little bit more traveling. I think the wife and I have decided that we'll take solo trips. It's the only way to make it work.
My wife and I are going to do
Oh,
it.
why is that? Because of the kids.
Yeah, with the kids, you just can't make every trip a family trip. Like one, it makes it extraordinarily expensive. I got to organize it with the school year, and and not every destination is really for the kids. So it does suck not being with your partner.
I can highly recommend where I stayed. I stayed at BP International Hotel.
Oh, cool.
Sounds like a gas
was quite
station.
reasonable. It was quite reasonable for Hong Kong. Okay, it's about 180 a night Aussie, which is not cheap, but it's not expensive. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I thought you stayed in one of those cages.
Yeah, I should
In a
have.
cage. What?
Well, the poor people in Hong Kong live in cages.
No, come. Oh, well, they do have they have protection, like bars on their windows and stuff. Is that what you're referring
No,
to?
I'm talking about like they put one room will have like 40
Coffin houses, they're called.
Okay.
What are they called?
Coffin houses.
There you go. And they're
Coffin
like
homes of Hong Kong.
right. They're like cages. They're like chicken wire. They have their little space, like their little cube, but it's protected with chicken wire. It's like a shark cage.
Okay, that sounds pretty bleak. I don't.
It's very
I had
cheap.
no idea. I've been to Hong Kong many times, and
Well, that's it's your white
yeah.
privilege showing right now.
I guess so. I've even stayed in the New Territories and stuff. You and Long. So, because there was like a watch event here in Las Vegas last night, this consists of a few pieces from my wife's collection too. So.
Oh wow, that's so beautiful, man.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
that's
there's
gorgeous.
quite a lot of pieces here, and
Well, what's missing?
what's missing, I guess.
I don't know. A Sprite.
There's
I'm
an
gonna
Air King on the end.
I'm gonna say you got a
I got my
Sprite.
GMT. The Sprite? No, the Batgirl's good. Batgirl's good. Girl is good. So yeah, I've pretty much.
Well,
got
there's
it
no
all.
Sky Dweller in that box, is there?
That's not professional. That's not a professional watch. Doesn't count.
Well, you have a Jeep, but you have all the professional. I don't believe there's one missing.
Yeah, until you get like the Sea Dwellers.
Well,
Thankfully, the Yachtmaster 2 is out of the lineup.
okay, so what'd you buy? A Challenger? A Challenge.
A Challenge. That would be
right.
that. But you've seen the box.
Yeah, it's not big enough.
That's not a Challenge box.
Could be a Yachty.
Yachtmaster?
A Yachty in titanium.
It could. Well, I don't think I'm there for that. I mean, that's really rare. It might not be that. Let me put this embarrassing thing on, and then I'll join with this phone so that we could actually get a proper camera angle on the actual watch. Looks a bit silly, but believe me, it works.
It works.
Yeah.
What a great idea.
But you might have to mute me when I join in, okay?
We're going to be looking
It's gonna
straight
have
up
to-
your nose.
No, shouldn't be.
Disappointing.
Disappointing. Okay, hopefully, no, I need to aim up a little bit. Otherwise, you're seeing my legs. You should never look at a man's legs.
I beg to differ, sir. I beg to differ.
All right, I've muted myself on this one, so hopefully it's good. Can you get that second Aussie expat in there?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Ooh, look, we're simultaneously seeing. Yeah,
There we go. All right.
Dun, 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 dun.
Can you guess how big this box is?
It's the medium box.
It's the medium box.
Yeah. So it's not gold.
How can you tell it's a medium box?
I can just tell. Because it's not small and it's not large. That's
Holy fuck.
It is a large.
It is a large. I got it wrong there, didn't I?
Yeah, I said the same thing as you. When she brought out the box, I was like, you got the right box?
Yeah, would have thought. Are you sure she didn't put it in a medium box?
So this
No,
is
that's
the
definitely
solid
I got the outer
gold.
sleeve,
This
yeah.
is solid gold.
Yeah, yes, it is. Very nice.
I've been inkling for like the platinum for a long while, and then I got to see it in person, and I just said,
very nice.
This doesn't feel like the lifetime achievement watch.
Well, because it's kind of. I mean, it's very
low key.
Heavy. Yeah, but I mean, well, the platinum. I don't know. It is a fuck off watch, really, but yellow gold sort of screams, "I'm gold, fuckers."
Yeah, I was choosing between this and the yellow gold blue sub, full Archie.
Well, I have that one, but I got to say, in the form of a Daytona, I feel like it's even more fuck off.
I think it is too.
Well, you know what it is?
I felt the blue was just, it's lovely. It's awesome. I love the blue
it's
sub.
Loud. It says I'm loud and obnoxious. The gold Daytona says I've got taste.
Does it though? When I do the champagne dial as well, or I think they call this the new golden dial or something like that. I don't think there's much difference. This is the only. I think this is the only new dial that the 12 series has that the 11 didn't. There is the Pikachu with the full black sub dials.
That's so nice. That one, Archie. We got a couple of super chats. You should look.
Ooh, super chats.
Man, this is absolutely incredible on today's show. That's super chat, super fuck. Watch chat is joining us. Erwin is joining us.
Erwin,
people, hi. What's up?
We got Thomas
Hey.
Burnett, £5. Aussie expat, is it a watch for your wife? I wouldn't give it away. It is gorgeous.
If it is.
No,
Congrats
my wife's
there,
got
Aussie
one.
expat. Congrats.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Is that the look at that? It's got loom and everything. Oh, the chrono is running. Chronograph is running.
Yeah, I don't normally do that, but you know what? It's
Actually,
time to
Erwin,
change
it's great
things up.
you're on there.
What's
I
up?
want to ask you
Screw it
something.
back
We
now.
want to. I'll talk to you a bit later. I got
Sure.
a Breguet dilemma because you're a bit of a Breguet man.
Oh,
We need a
Talk to
burger
you
in her.
about it.
Okay, more super chats.
Super chats. We got Patel Philippe, $5. Congratulations, Aussie expat. My God, that is
Thank you,
so
Patel.
fucking beautiful.
Now you've been running that chrono a while.
You know, I love. There's one thing I must tell you is the champagne dial. People with day dates and everything in gold. People say, "Oh, the champagne's a bit boring," but you know what? In real
Classic.
life,
It's classic.
it just pops with a champagne dial. Nothing. And what I really love is you've got the black circles of the registers there. It just really stands out beautifully. And is this your Grail? This is
I sort of I wasn't even really into yellow gold until about 2 weeks ago. I was like, I kept sort of thinking I love Everose, and my wife already has the Everose Gold Daytona, and she's got the best dial in that, in my opinion. And I just kept on getting locked up on, I don't want to get an Everose Gold with just a different dial. It isn't as good as my wife's. And 2 weeks ago, I thought, you know what? Maybe yellow gold's the way to go. And between all of the dials, I think, you know, the one that makes everyone's headlines is, you know, the Pikachu full black. But I think the 11 series is a little bit more interesting with the black indices with the Pikachu. I don't like the 12 Pikachu. This is interesting because I don't think this dial was available. Well, definitely wasn't available in the last generation, and I think it was available on the 16520. So yeah, there's a little bit of a neo vintage vibe to this, I guess. And also just the sub dials, more champagne is more champagne.
I love it. I think it looks so gorgeous. I love it. You know that I really think this is a beautiful. I mean, let's face it. This is not a cheap watch. This is a fucking ridiculously expensive watch. Man, we got Patel Philippe, $2. AC3, give us a Paul Pluta review of Aussie's watches. Man, you got some beautiful stuff there. That would have to be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, all my watches are sort of everyday watches. Like you could wear them every day. This is the only one that had to be special. Like I needed this slot, this watch that I get, the next watch had to be something that it was just special. It's meant to be a trophy basically, and not something I have to wear everywhere. And the Platinum Daytona just wasn't it.
That is so beautiful. That is so, and it's good to see you're doing well in this economy.
Well, stock market and crypto is near its all-time highs, or making new all-time
highs.
Yeah,
the stock market is very happy.
So weak. I don't understand where everyone's like doom and gloom. I'm like the general market is up, so I don't understand.
my 401k is very happy. Super chat.
Yeah.
Super chat. We have a super chat from Patel Philippe. We'll come back to his collection in a minute. Patel Philippe, $5. AC3, can we give a special thanks to Jim Millett in the chat for assisting in setting up the setup meetup with Tim Musso and yourself? Thank you.
Way to go, Jim Millett.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Jim.
That worked out well because, you know, you got a beautiful set of pictures, which we can now use for years to come.
Exactly. And we got a super chat from fella, $2. Nice one. Aussie is a nice guy. Congrats, mate. Fella. Man, I got to tell you, watch chat. What do you think of this gold watch? Isn't that, Erwin, isn't that beautiful?
I think it is. I particularly like the bezel. No, that's not the bezel. The dial, how it sunbursts and how it reflects light as you move your wrist around. I love that effect on this.
Yeah, it's there's nothing subtle about it. As I said, this was the piece that I needed, that just absolutely didn't need to be subtle. It needed to be opposite of that. And I know this is not every collector's taste. It depends where you are in your collection, what you need a watch for. I don't need this to go hiking with. I got enough watches to do that.
Who can possibly dislike a gold Daytona? I defy you to produce somebody. Unless it's just straight up envy. It isn't everybody's taste. No, it is. It's just not in everybody's budget.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And look, these things are getting a little bit easier as long as, your AD, trusts you and everything. And I wasn't like, oh, I need a hype piece or something like that. I just wanted something that looked and made me feel happy, that was appropriate of an achievement. And, I went in, I said, I want to look at some yellow gold models. I especially like this, the one of the champagne dial, but the one with the outer rings and not the Pikachu. And they happen to have it. They let me see it, and I looked at a few other models, including the yellow gold sub and a few other yellow gold pieces, and ultimately I said, this has to be the one. Can we make this one happen today? And about 15 minutes of deliberation in the back room, I think, and I was able to get it.
You got the champagne dial. I myself was turned down for the beer and the champagne dials. Now, do you know what champagne is? Because you haven't been in this country.
That's the silver. That's the silvery gold, isn't it?
No, champagne was champagne in a beer can, sold in this country in the late 70s, and it was called champagne. Beer, champagne in a beer can. Look
champagne in a beer can. That's
and
nice.
It was champagne or it was beer?
Well, it was, ish.
Was it any good?
No, it was awful. Super chat. Super chat. Patel Philippe, $5. AC3. Patrick Bateman in the chat. Long time since we heard from him. Patrick Bateman. Thank you so much. Unfortunately,
I got to tell you, this is just such a beautiful. Now, can I ask you, what made you not? Did you consider an Oyster Flex? Like, I personally think the bracelet one is the one to go for.
Yeah, Oyster Flex. Let me grab my wife's Oyster Flex while we talk about that. I really prefer the 11 series Oyster Flex. Oh crap! Oh, my wife's wearing it today. Yeah, I just prefer the ceramic on the 11. I don't like the gold ring on the outside of the bezel, the ceramic bezel. I don't think that's really for me. And in my mind, I'll eventually get the Yachtmaster Rose Gold in 40.
We're seeing it all shiny under lighting, but when you see these in the wild, it's not an understated watch, but it's not an obnoxious watch. It's a pretty classy, elegant watch compared to the Bluesy, which is basically not elegant. It's a landlord's watch. This is a CEO watch. And the gold Bluesy is the landlord watch. Archie, we got a couple of super chats you should look at.
We got a couple of super chats here. We got Frank V, $5. Aussie expat, show that watch far. Full body, please.
Full body? Nah, you'll see my legs. That's not a good idea.
What, are they too white and pasty? What's the problem?
Yeah,
you didn't shave them yet? Did you shave them this week?
Ironically,
are you wearing pantyhose? Why can we not see your legs?
I just went for a run. I've literally got gym shorts on. So.
Well, got a super chat from Pavel. $10 from Pavel. Congratulations on the trophy watch, Aussie expat. He means.
Thank you, Pavel.
Will you be meeting up with Crappy when he's in town?
I did notice some streams there, Las Vegas and stuff. I don't know if Crappy really likes me. I mean, we did have a good thing going talking about the air fryers and donuts. I'd love to talk to him, but I actually have no idea how to contact him or people to contact me. Actually, I wouldn't mind. When's he in? We'll see if it's even possible before we start working out logistics.
And then we've got Patel Philippe, $5. Aussie, best Daytona to wear while eating Moreton Bay bugs on Archie's dime.
Aussie, all you've got to do is go down to Skid Row. You'll find Crappy at the nearest Motel 6.
Oh my gosh. If I was having lunch with Archie, not necessarily on his dime either way. I'll pay for the lunch, Archie. That's cool.
Well, you'd have to. I mean, that's not even a question. If you
Yeah, I'm
want
just
to eat,
bringing it towards reality.
you want to eat, you have to pay.
Let's see. I guess this one. It has to be this one. We got to go classy. It's Archie. Who else? Who else?
Is there
What
still that
other watch?
restaurant right under the bridge?
Pavel says $2. Chase him down via the live stream. Laugh out loud. But I don't think Aussie expat can be bothered. You understand?
Yeah, just stream snipe him. I don't know about that. I don't want to be in the company.
He doesn't want to do it. Pavel, Aussie expat, you're the one who's keen to make it happen. Aussie expat's kind of, yeah, if he's there, if it turns up, if this and that. But you can't be fucked. He can't be fucked making the effort.
No, look, it seems like Crappy's heroes are characters from Seinfeld. In real life, you don't really need friends who are characters from Seinfeld.
Yes.
I don't know. Crappy could be a super nice guy. And look, I'll try make it happen. I'll go to effort level 3 out of 5, and I'll see what happens.
Give him my regards. Kiss him on both cheeks for me.
Will do.
Now, Archie, what did you want to ask Erwin? Because his time is limited, and he's billing. Erwin is the kind of guy who bills 25 hours per day, so we really ought to ask him your Breguet question before we don't want to let him get away.
Erwin,
What's up?
Just came back from Hong Kong.
Yeah.
And I am considering trading my Breguet for another Breguet.
Oh. Which one?
Breguet or Breguet
I'll
Crown.
bring it up on the screen here now.
Oh. Wow, that's a 7057 there.
Yeah. What do you think?
Nice. If you get that, we can be twinning.
Ooh.
I'd have to put a couple $1,000s in, Erwin.
Oh.
Erwin's got one. Archie, did you hear that?
Now the thing is, this is a full box papers set. My Breguet is only box.
Right.
So there's a couple thousand I'd have to throw in on top of my Breguet, Erwin.
A couple of thousand means what? 2?
4.
8?
4. He doesn't like to admit it, but 4. He keeps saying a couple, but then it's really not a couple.
4 Aussie, 4,000 Aussie.
American.
American. I think if it was me, I would do it.
Because you like that watch.
Yeah, because I like this. I like this.
He has one.
Edition. I have one. But you sure you should be doing something like that, Archie?
I got no idea. That's why I'm asking you. If I knew the answer, I wouldn't need to ask you the question.
You're not looking for answers. You're looking for permission and encouragement.
Brutal.
I mean, if you ask me about the watch itself, disregarding the financial circumstances, I would definitely make the swap. That's my honest opinion. With a caveat.
Sorry?
With a caveat.
What's the caveat?
Disregarding the financial situation.
Yeah.
All right, we like it. Have you had to service yours, Erwin?
Not yet.
What do we expect for a service cost here?
Probably the chronograph I've got is probably worse than this.
It probably is. That's probably true.
Yeah, and I think this piece is probably more accurate in terms of the timekeeping as well.
Archie doesn't even really set his watches, so I'm not sure he knows how accurate any of them really are. All right. I think the
It's an
consensus
interesting
is
breguet. It's a very interesting breguet.
It is. It is. I love it a lot.
and he's intending to buy a Panerai.
Panerai?
A cheap one. A basic Luminor.
Oh, okay.
Two-hander. Doesn't even have a third hand. I don't know how you set the time on.
662.
Look at that. It's not ugly. It's not ugly, except for that one's kind of got like a beige dial. Is that a popular beige dial?
It's kind of like a patinaed chocolate dial.
Yeah, it's Fotina.
Yeah, I mean chocolate dial are pretty rare, for
it's very
Panerai.
milky chocolate. It's like it's the unloved version of the unloved. It's the unloved dial of the unloved Panerai.
Archie, have you heard of the Panerai scandal?
Oh,
Yes. They were basically unprepared ETA movements slopped in at a premium and calling it limited edition.
Oh no, not that scandal.
You mean the Seiko scandal?
Sylvester Stallone scandal.
Oh, the Sylvester Stallone scandal.
You heard of it?
What fill us in?
Well, based on what I've read, again with the caveat, Sylvester Stallone has been telling people about how he stumbled upon the Panerai while he was filming the movie Daylight, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So that turns out apparently not to be true.
Ooh, an apocryphal story.
Yeah.
Wow.
So apparently there was a scandal going on whereby the previous owner of Panerai was asked to actually meet Sylvester Stallone to do a product placement for his movie. And he has actually made a couple of all these watches and gave it to Sly.
But isn't that like simultaneously true?
Because Sylvester Stallone actually owned a couple of Panerai before the shooting of the movie, so he couldn't have actually stumbled upon you
know what? Don't let the facts get in the way of a great story. You know what they say, don't you?
Yeah.
They say super chat. That's what they say.
Super chat. Where have you been? Patel Philippe, do the trade, big boy. Ooh.
We're looking for a $4,000 super chat, guys, to make this less painful.
Yeah, it is rather painful. Patel Philippe. He says $5. Aussie,
nice.
Does Archie have enough courage to wear a Calatrava with a leather strap on a croc and jellyfish filled beach on the croc and jellyfish filled beaches of Darwin? What have we got?
I don't think so. Archie takes care of his watches. He has respect for his watches.
Look at this. We've got the solid gold. We've got a panda. And what's on the end there? That's that one on the end is your
Everose gold.
Wow.
So this one's the 11 series? Yeah, that's my wife's.
That's solid gold.
Yes. Yeah.
It's Everose. What do you think of a date? What do you think?
Holy fuck.
What about a rainbow?
That is...
You're missing a rainbow is all. And a platinum.
I'm missing the platinum.
True.
I'm now we'll see what happens next. I'm pretty happy right now, but we'll see.
No one's ever happy for long in this game,
See, this is why I had to steer away from Everose. My wife's already got one, and this is the best dial. I mean, look at it. It's got Guilloche subdials, and on the new one they got rid of that. They got rid of the Guilloche subdials on the new one. I'm like, that's just literally worse. So, like, I don't think any of the 12 dials are that great, especially if you've got a direct comparison with an 11.
Does Rolex make a professional you don't like? And while you're thinking of that answer, super chat from Patel Philippe.
Oh, super chat.
Super chat, Archie. Patel Philippe is looking.
Super chat. We got Patel Philippe, $5. I want a full Paul Pluto no hold barred analysis of Aussie's collection here. Don't hold back, sunshine.
Okay.
So let's have a look at this. This is amazing. We've got it all ready.
Yeah. So these are the Daytonas. This is my wife's.
My
Let
God,
me grab
that's
the case with the other stuff.
I love.
Over
And
here.
is that a wolf box? What sort of box is that there? The
it's a cheap piece of rubbish from Amazon. We don't have to worry about that.
No worries. We'll forgive it because of the beautiful stuff.
You see, Archie, put the money.
Please
in the
put this in the safe. Please put this stuff in the safe.
Oh yeah, this only came out because there was a watch event last night. But
please.
So these two are my wife's, so you can ignore that.
Yeah.
So we got sub date. That's a 12, like yours.
Sub date. That's absolutely. How could you say? So that's the 41 mil.
Yeah, 41.
Fuck, that's absolute. What can I say here? This is a perfect collection. Submariner. You've got the Hulk. Is that a Hulk
yeah, the 40 millimeter. Yeah, the
40 mil Hulk. You got you've got the Tudor. I love the Tudor. You got the pink Tudor.
Oh shit! Yeah. Where'd you? That's pretty cool. Did you got that from the boutique then, or on the secondary?
Yep, Tudor boutique.
Yeah, cool.
That's hard to get, isn't it? Was it hard to get?
Yeah.
It's impossible to get
that. Explorer 2 Polar.
Explorer 2 perfect GMT watch, which it's white dial. It gives you some variety. And the other thing is you've got a Batman right next door to it to have 2 GMTs. So you've got two subs and 2 GMTs here. Perfect balance, yin and yang. Perfect.
Yeah,
perfect,
like this
perfect.
is like as tooly as it gets. And this is as flashy as it gets within steel sports. You could argue Daytona's flashier, but I'd say with the Jubilee, you're trying a little harder with this one. Depends. And then
just hang on one tick there.
Go ahead.
Tick away. That is incredible. And the only reason I can say I have doubles with you on a few things is because I have a few of the professional series, and you have all of the professional series.
Well, not the Sea Dweller. They're just too big for my wrist.
I have a Hulk. I really like my Hulk.
I like that. Hulk's my most worn.
I got to tell you, that's absolutely.
It's a great
absolutely beautiful watches you've got there, man. You should be so fucking proud of this.
Yeah, I love that.
So you're saying that the Hulk is your closest to a daily?
Yeah, 100%. I go hiking, camping, anything with my family.
Yeah.
I make an effort for my Hulk to be that one.
I love your Explorer too. You got an Explorer 1 there, Explorer.
Yep, 36. The new
36, and you got the Air King next to that there. You know what I really love is the variety you got. It's not just has to be the latest one. You've got the ones like the 36 is not as popular as the 40, but you don't care. You want the size variety. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. That I think it looks better even if you've got a big wrist. And if you've got this many bloody 40 millimeter watches, why do you need another one like that? I like the Batgirl over the Pepsi. It's just my eyes. I'm literally colorblind, red green. So when I see the Pepsi, it just looks like a black watch to me. Blue I can actually see. Yeah. So that's that. I got a few Tudors as well.
Yes.
In addition to this pink one, and then honestly, there's nothing left for me to get here, right? Like if you had to suggest the next watch, it's like. There's
nothing to get really.
Yeah. So I just needed one that was just, really outside of the box. Yeah.
Yes.
It's time to go into gemstones. That's all that's left.
That's true. I've told my AD, like, if you've got anything off catalog that comes in, can I please have a look? Like, I can't promise I'll buy anything like that, but.
What did he say to that? They don't get much.
Well, those are
I don't think they get much anyway. Like, well, they're a big store, but I don't think they get many of those.
Yeah, but they might get a piece every couple of years, and although those pieces are $100,000 to $150,000, they are all double and triple in the resale market. So you can't get hurt on one of those.
Aussie,
Oh no,
Aussie.
I don't know. Some of these off catalog pieces are very expensive.
Oh, we got a
retail
super
sometimes.
chat here. Patel Philippe, $2. No, mate. You need a day date. Nah, mate, you need a day date.
Great watch, but it's not
Well,
in the same
I
collection.
think his genre is sports. You really like the
Yeah.
sports, which I get.
Aussie, you need a Yacht Master.
I know. That's the one I am missing.
Good
As
point.
I
I
said
see. You
in my
don't
head.
need nothing. You don't need nothing.
No, he needs a
Uh,
Yacht Master to complete the collection there.
He does.
So,
He doesn't
My
have all
wife
the
does
processors.
have a Yachtmaster 37 in rose gold on
All right.
Oysterflex,
Hmm.
and I don't know if I'm crazy enough to double up on that just yet. Eventually, I'll get a 40, but maybe they
you gonna
revamp it
steal
next
one
year,
of
and I'll
those?
regret not getting it.
What about a steel one?
I really love the one in slate dial. I like the previous gen one with the white dial. Like the Yachtmaster is really nice, but there hasn't been a good reason to go grab it because like the retail price is higher than Gray. So it kind of makes it a soft piece, but I don't really need to be buying any more soft pieces from them right now. So yeah, I don't know. It'll happen eventually. The Yachtmaster one will happen eventually. I do like the watch. I do like.
What about the Yacht Master 2?
I'm glad that got discontinued. That's all I can say. I'm glad that got discontinued, so I don't have to keep pondering whether or not that should go in. But also, honestly, anything above 40 millimeters, my wrist is tiny. It's literally 6 inches. Like anything, like 41. Like
I just got to
this is
go
about
for a
as crazy
toilet
as
break.
gets.
I'll be back, Marky. I'll be right back.
All right. Hurry up. Hurry back, darling.
Yeah. So the BB Chrono is like 41 and a big boy. This is as much as it'll get. Like I've tried the Sea Dweller on many times. Like this is too big, right?
Listen, I have the Panda
But you wear
version
it
of that,
anyway.
and honestly, it's really, really chunky.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
love
that's
it.
because
yeah.
that's because you have the Panda version has the oyster bracelet on.
Correct.
Isn't it?
Yes.
And that makes a big difference.
Well, I do like it better on the Jubilee that we're seeing here. I do, but the watch head is still my wrist is a little bit bigger than yours, Ozzy. I can tell, but nonetheless, I'm sure you'll agree. That is
it's big. It's really big.
Yeah.
But I don't have to wear this every day.
No, but it's perfect to have. I mean,
yeah.
That's an impossible to get watch right there. I think it's a great buy.
Yeah. I actually appreciate having like a super chunky watch here and there because when I'm wearing a hoodie when it's cold, I buy watches to be able to look at them, not to slip under the cuff. So I do have a Pelagos and this Chrono. It really doesn't bother me.
Yeah, I like my Peli. I think of that as the Pepto-Bismol edition.
I'm quite fond of the Miss Piggy.
That's a good
like
one. Yeah.
I don't mind. I got a thing for pigs. Not a thing, but just a fondness. And I was at an event last night, and a lot of the ladies said they preferred the pink of the Tudor over the pink of the Rolex.
Well, it's a deeper. It's a more intense,
more apparent,
yeah.
but still tasteful.
Louder.
It's a little closer to Barbie pink, whereas the OP is a little bit closer to the candy pink.
Yeah. I definitely can't wear this. My wife's OP. The size is fine. Like if
I was going to suggest that you get into the OPs and then you can get all the colors.
These are so hard to get.
Right?
I don't want to get another OP ever again.
I've got damn many of them.
Okay. I am jealous of your Tiffany.
Yeah.
You got the call on that, and you
No, I
pulled
didn't.
the trigger on the. No. But I mean, you got the not the call, but I mean.
Yeah, that's true.
You did sort of pull the trigger on a rumor.
I got the last cheap one.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
And the Tiffany is nice. It's straight up nice.
I agree. I really like it. I think it's my favorite of the lot. But I really would love to get the celebration dial. In fact, your AD must like you. You should put in for that. They may not get one anytime soon, but you should ask.
Yeah, I am trying to get my wife the celebration dial OP. Yeah. I'm very disappointed, but I'll fight for my wife if I have to.
I think you stand a better chance at getting a 36 than a 41 because I think the ADs are seeing. Look, they're not seeing many celebrations, but You
Yeah,
just have a
full
better
stop.
chance at 36.
No, it's for my wife, the celebration dial, actually.
That's why
She likes it, so.
which is why 36 is versatile. You can wear that too with your wrist size, but
The only problem with the candy pink is like for a man to wear pink, the watch has to sort of make up for the lack of masculinity there. And 36, even though this is bigger than the Explorer 36, this really still just screams girls watch.
now the lack of masculinity. A Jin wears his all the time, and he has a 36.
What? That's a 36, is it?
But is his candy pink?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he has the bright blue and the
36.
candy pink.
That's 36, is it? Aussie expat?
Yeah, this is the 36.
How hard was it to get that?
This was a really weird story with this one, but I imagine this is just absolutely insane to get. This was in celebration of my daughter's birth. So I'd been talking to this particular AD for quite a long time. This was our first purchase of them. And they really did right by us. It was like a family shop. They actually lost. So my daughter was born in April 2021. And sorry, 2022. My daughter was born in April 2022. The AD that sold me this lost their retail license in December of 2022. Sorry, this is 2023. I'm getting my years all mixed up. But anyway, basically 3 months before I got this watch, they had already lost their dealership, had moved location and weren't a Rolex AD anymore. And they'd lost my contact details, but they'd put this away because they knew, the daughter was coming. But I didn't even set foot in that store for like 3 months straight because, I just had a daughter arrive, right? And they finally find my contact details about a month after she was born and say, hey, we've got your OP. And so they sold it to us in a store that was no longer a Rolex AD, but they still had like the iPad and everything. And, the warranty was registered that day. So I guess technically I got it from an AD that was no longer an AD.
Wow.
But yeah, they had it in the safe for months. They didn't even have my contact details and they saved it.
So what watches do they sell now?
Morris, Seiko, Tissot,
Bell and Ross.
Bell and Ross, yeah. Yeah, it's a little sad. Like they really screwed them over because they made them pay for a new shop, big new fit out and everything. And then just as they were about to do the move, they pulled the plug. Yeah.
Oh, you're joking.
Yeah, so it's like a family run jewelry store.
Were they angry about that?
Yeah, I spoke to the owner. Like, I felt guilty about wearing a Rolex around him at that point.
What did he say?
They're now selling Mito.
What did he say?
Well, they really screwed him. Basically, they committed to a new, much higher rent location and huge renovation and fit out and everything to try and keep the relationship. And then they pulled the plug anyway. So yeah, it was devastating.
Yes, man, that is fucking nasty stuff, isn't it?
It is. It is. I don't know what to say. It doesn't.
It's a cheap, vital, vicious, nasty business that we're in.
Yeah, and that's Rolex SA. This isn't like one of those stories. Oh, the AD treated me badly. Well, that's not really Rolex. Well, it is really Rolex when they're pulling the plug from a dealership, jewelry store. Yeah. So I know what Rolex are doing. Like overall, they're pulling all the licenses from the mom and pop shops. It's predictable. We understand why they're doing it, and they're within their rights to do it.
And then they're busy buying Bucherer in their own, own.
But to have told a mum and pop shop you got to upgrade significantly to keep the license, and then not give them enough, how would you say, instruction to get them to the level with which they keep it, or they would say, oh, actually, don't do that. It's not going to matter anyway. You know what I mean? Like, that's so rough.
Really, yeah, I mean, if they would have said to them, look, guys, you're going to lose it. There's nothing you can do. Well, they could at least consolidate at the location they were before. But a shop fit out, you're talking up to, with a Rolex, a standard to be Rolex.
For a jewelry store, shop fit out, new expensive location for a jewelry store.
Aussie, while you're busy zipping up those donut hole watch cases. I just would like to tell the punters, especially the Pontiff, that you bought those for like $4 each on Amazon.
No, this is a premium $17 donut.
Is that right?
I've gone through them all. Yeah, I've
mine
gone
look
through them all.
exactly
They're
like
all-
that. They were $4 on Amazon.
No, so there are a lot on Amazon, and this is the only one. This is this weird Cheops brand.
That is the exact
So-
same one.
No.
Open it. Let's see what.
Yeah. I'll show
We
you
got a
the main
super chat
difference.
here from Doc's Report. Aussie expat, Crappy Luxury is in Vegas now. Please take him to Makino's restaurant or Crazy Buffet on me. I'll pay.
Yeah,
I'll
we're
do
not,
a
we're not doing
PayPal
Crazy Buffet. We'll do better than Crazy Buffet.
Yeah, I have that
or
exact.
Apple Pay to
No,
you.
no. So the cheaper ones, well, not necessarily cheaper. Like I've also paid for more expensive, like the Case Buddy one.
Oh yeah, you're right. It's not the same.
So one of the
Well-
issues is they don't have enough, how would you say, a lip around the metal zip. So that when it closes, you actually still run the risk of like running a metal zip across your watch. The other one was the depth of this to actually accommodate the damn watch head. Like it's just minor, very, very minor differences. But I bought all of them and returned the shitty ones.
Got it.
And then what I also do is I always have these like little microfibers,
Mhm.
and I put this in there and then put the watch because
Yeah,
I can't
that's
clean this. Like the
Yes.
inbuilt one, I can't clean it. And eventually
No.
that's gonna, there's gonna be a
Get
grain
ruddy.
of sand in
I just
there.
run them through a car. I hose them down.
Just okay.
I just hose them off, run them through the microwave to sanitize them. We're good to go again for another couple of years.
Right. So, yeah, but you still can't throw them around in these things. There's literally no padding.
Yeah, because they
No, I
rattle
mean-
around a little bit.
Yeah.
But you don't know, you're like me. You put the money in the well, you're not like me because you have a lot more. But I'm just saying, you didn't put the money in the boxes. You put the money in the watches. I approve.
Aussie, check
Oh,
out the
right.
private chat.
Ooh, private chat.
Oh, Doc's Report. Aussie expat, crappy luxuries in Las Vegas. Now, please.
No,
oh,
no,
wait.
no. The private chat. Just click on the.
Oh, okay.
And then,
You allow him in here? I don't know who's in and
No,
who's
no,
out.
it's only it's a message from Erwin.
Oh, okay.
Erwin is concerned.
Oh, okay. No. Yeah, he's commenting that my hands aren't that steady. I've had that since I was a kid. Believe me, I've had it checked out. There's nothing imminent.
You know what? I gotta say, there are certain advantages to a hand trimmer.
Really?
Like
The
what?
ladies love it.
Aussie
Use your-
expat, man,
use your
you
magic.
have got a beautiful. All I can tell you is, and this is for Tan, you have got an absolutely beautiful collection. Well done. I
Magnificent.
gotta tell you, man, there's nothing I can fault with that. You need a day that. You know what? You don't need fucking anything.
He has
I-
it all of it.
I honestly would say to you, the big bases are you want to have some sort of dive watch, some sort of chrono, some sort of GMT. Man, your GMT, you got a Batman and a fucking Explorer 2. Beautiful. Dive watch, you got a sub and you got a Hulk. Beautiful. And then Daytonas, fuck me dead. You got 3 of the bastards and 2 of them are in gold.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
I mean,
if I stopped here, I still
I
have
don't-
too much.
man,
You know
got-
what, Ozzy? I'd like
Most
to ask you a
people-
question. Do you have like a room dedicated only to box and papers? Because like when you have that many watches, you have like a storage issue for all the
Yeah. So all the papers, they go in safe deposit boxes as well, but
That's
not the
smart.
same safe deposit boxes as the watch. I don't want to incentivize.
Right.
Yeah, I learned that lesson. I've learned that
Okay.
lesson. Okay, yeah, right.
We
yeah.
all learn good lessons eventually.
Yeah.
So multiple safe deposit boxes. Yeah, watching papers and spare links, they're in separate things, and I need a spreadsheet to keep track of wherever the hell everything is.
Yeah.
The boxes, they just go in a container in the garage. Like it's not. Yeah, there's a lot. It's filled up do you see these big Costco
Yeah,
containers?
big
over
giant
there?
racks, tubs,
Yeah, two of those.
tubs
is
and
what
tubs
the,
of Rolex
the luxury
boxes.
box container.
Right.
There's so much of
Luxury-
inventory to do, right?
Well,
wonder
yeah, you
why.
could lose watches very easily, and I've seen
Yeah.
people. Do
Oh,
that.
I
They're
did.
like,
I
"Oh,
lost
I've
a
got-"
Breitling for a year and a half. Really?
Yeah, Especially if you've got multiple houses, multiple locations.
You know
where
what,
these things can
Marky?
be.
You know
Oh,
how
it's
much
so
damage. I got to
terrible.
tell you something, Marky.
remember
Marky,
which
and you know what?
house-
Losing that Breitling for a year, it's actually the watch itself isn't worth that much, but it just picks your brain. Where is it? You
It fucked me
probably
up.
spent 5 times as much as the watch was worth in
Oh, no.
effort to try. I'll go and search here. I'll go. It's always at the back of
And
your
then,
brain.
and you know what? And when I found it, I loved it more than when I lost it. So there was that. But actually, Ozzy just said something that I feel like was glossed over, and we really ought to come back to. It's really awful when you forget which of your houses you left your watch in. Is that you just said that? That's brilliant. Which house on which continent and which estate did I
No,
lose
so
my
that's not a problem that I have, but
I
I've seen quite a few people who have
see. I understand.
unreasonable amounts of money, and this
Yeah.
is a problem that they do have. Oh, it'd be fun to get my collection together. Oh, which house was it at?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
First world problem. First world problem.
Nice
Now, you
problems to
actually
have.
don't own your own house, do you, Ozzy? You
No,
rent.
I still rent. Yeah, and I
You rent.
recently did the math. I talked to some mortgage brokers. Still doesn't make
Yeah.
any sense to buy right now. But I'm keeping an eye on it. Like, I'm willing to settle.
Yeah. I don't think you've got much problems with that collection. You're a bit like Marcelo, you know. It's sort of that's okay. Whatever makes you happy. You've got to do what. Erwin, I do appreciate your advice. I'm considering it. I don't know. You know, in part of me,
He
Erwin,
knows. He's doing it.
I just got the strap for the bloody Breguet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Erwin, are you hugging yourself?
No, I'm
know,
just having a.
I don't see much. There's investment wise. There's not much with both of those watches. They're pretty soft. You know what I mean?
Yes, but
Probably the Traditionale is probably a little bit more saleable because it's kind of it's stunningly beautiful, but it's
the cunning stunt.
I would say this, Archie. If you're looking for a watch that it depends on what you feel, how you feel, you know.
Yeah.
If you're trying to get a watch that makes you feel special, then yeah, you know, go ahead and pull the trigger. But you must make sure that you're self-aware of the situation you're in and why you are getting it. And if you're comfortable with that, then yeah, by all means, do it. You know, because you only live once, right? YOLO. So
yes.
might as well.
Yes. That's exactly it. No, that's exactly it. You only live once. YOLO. You only live once. It's I got to tell you, it's sort of look. My thing with my collection is, I'll be honest with you.
Super.
I didn't want to sell the JLC, believe it or not.
Super chat.
And I wanted to get out of so many chronographs. That's what unless I had fucking Aussie expats problem. Jefferson Exotic, $5. Aussie, superb watch. I recommend adding a Cubitus. Give in to the hype. Yes.
Yeah, I was going to suggest, you know, you should
But
start
I mean,
I should be paying
Patek.
Jefferson Exotic $5 for this advice.
This is purely Rolex. This is a pure Rolex. Once you start stepping outside the box, it's an entirely new can of worms. And then you're going to need like 30 Pateks. It's not a small decision.
He just said that he's got like everything from Rolex, right? So it's probably time to move up.
It's a very wide catalog, and once you step outside that box, now all of a sudden it's a whole new ball game.
Yeah, I've thought about it. Like, I've thought about stepping outside the box, but then the brands do something that I'm like, Rolex would never do something so stupid, and it puts me back in my place. Like, I was really warming up to AP, and then they did that Cactus Jack collab with a person who I think is probably one of the worst people who isn't literally dead or in jail. I was like, oh my God.
You know what? AP has done some fucking stupid collabs. Like, realistically, I don't want to put anyone down because I don't like to do that. But some of the people they've chosen to do fucking collabs and inputs, you think, why the fuck? It just, AP was such a prestigious brand. Don't Don't do that.
Yeah.
It's uncool. You know what I mean?
Oh, come on. You love a Code 1159.
I don't hate it. I don't hate it. But what the problem is,
I wore one there for a couple days.
no, they are beautiful watch.
Yeah.
But Marky, they're going to go the same way as a Jules Audemars in 10 years' time.
Yes.
And nothing wrong with a Jules Audemars. Jules Audemars is not dog shit. But they're not collectible. They're not wanted. And they're...
Maybe that's why we should want them. I mean, they're the best horological bargain out there, practically.
I don't know if they're still expensive. They're not cheap. They're not cheap.
Look what you
Aussie,
get.
Would you consider independence? Or have
No, Aussie expat is Rolex man. I think. Look, let's be honest here. You know, some people. Let me say this to you, Aussie. Fuck it. I myself, I was always Rolex person, right?
Yeah.
And in some ways, if you just limit yourself to one brand, it can be very empowering, okay? Because you say, I don't need to get an AP. I don't need to get a Patek. I don't need to do this. You just have Rolex. And let's be honest there. What's the 2 or 3 huge brands? Like if you'd have to say Patek. You would have to say, I didn't even think Vacheron's really fallen wayside, but you'd say Patek, you'd say maybe Richard Mille, but Rolex is always there. Now, Rolex quality isn't Patek quality, right? However, I think the term is Rolex finishing is not Patek finishing, but as far as utilitarianism goes, your Rolexes would go a lot further than any Patek or any AP or anything like. I mean, Richard Mille claims to have, you know, special materials, but I think really at the end of the day, a steel Rolex on your wrist that's the most indestructible mechanical watch without being ridiculous. I mean, I'm sure there's some obscure brand that is actually even more. But just as a mass-produced thing, because these are mass-produced things, nothing really compares. Marky,
Erwin,
you always come back to Rolex.
Erwin, the guys are worried about you that you're doing chiropractic adjustments on yourself.
Yeah. I know. I need a stretch. It's got this pain going on my left shoulder. Yeah.
I see. Well, maybe some.
Erwin, I appreciate the advice. What do you think of the PAM? Oh, don't get the PAM.
No, we don't. Nobody. Are you kidding?
No, don't. Did I tell you about the PAM joke that a friend of mine actually had about talking about small?
Okay, it better be funny. If it's not funny.
I mean, like, I think I said this before. I was wearing the Rolex Datejust American Psycho, right? And another buddy of mine was wearing a Batman GMT, right? So he turned around and said that, oh, I like your 36mm Rolex. It looks very classy. And I turned around and I said that, well, I like yours better. You know, it's 40mm. It's bigger. It's more modern. And it's nice. Then a second friend of mine came over and said that, do you know why he has a bigger watch? Because people with a smaller wiener would prefer a bigger watch, you know?
He said wiener.
Self-assurance, you know?
I see. So that worked. You know, that joke did work for me.
Then he turned around and said, is that why you're wearing a Panerai? Which is a 46.
Yes. But
so there you go.
You know what? I gotta be honest with you. I gotta be honest with you. Sometimes Super chat. Where have you been? We got one from Patel Philippe, $5. What did you learn from Tim Mosso on this trip? Didn't you meet him in New York City before too? How was this? No, I didn't meet him in New York. No, I never met Tim Mosso. I've never met Tim Mosso. Both times I was in New York, there was a guy who looked like Tim Mosso, but it wasn't Tim Mosso. No, Tim Mosso was an absolute star.
Did you get a signed poster? Where's your
I mentioned that. I did mention that. I said to him, there's a post. He goes, and I said to him, it's just a gag. Don't worry. It's just a gag.
Don't worry about my poster that I never
Don't worry
got.
about exactly. You know what? He was really cool guy. And I also met Waco. Have you met Waco, Owen?
Yeah, I met him. In
He's
fact,
cool. He's
last
a
week.
nice enough
Yeah.
guy. Look, he's a
I met him
little
last
bit, he's a little, look, but he's cool enough.
Yeah, he's cool.
enough.
Cool. I mean,
I actually like the guy. He's a nice guy.
Yeah. He's cool. Yeah, I think he's getting married next year. I think.
How old is he now?
Probably late 40s, I think.
Yeah, he's comes from a rich family, doesn't he? Super rich. I think so, doesn't he?
Yeah. I think so. Yeah. But he's cool. He's cool. I like him. Yeah.
No, he's very cool. He's a very cool guy.
Archie, I wanted to ask you. You've gone on this trip to China and Hong Kong. This walkabout. Yeah.
Yes.
How do you feel after going for that trip? What have you learned? Are you enlightened now?
So before we get
look,
into deep and meaningful, I have to run. I gotta have dinner with the family. I really
hey,
appreciate coming on.
Aussie expat, that was an absolute honor having you on. Congratulations.
Beautiful.
I want to tell you something that I think it's a Jewish saying. Wear it in good health.
Is that a Jewish thing? Yeah, we do say that.
Is.
Yeah, we say that. It's true.
And I always say, wear it in good health. Enjoy it, man. That is such a beautiful thing. Just enjoy it.
Well fisted, sir. Well fisted, as we say in Australia.
It's absolutely beautiful, man. You deserve it. I'm really pleased business is working well. Just remember, Aussie expat, it can turn. The world can turn. You have. I haven't had the same level of success that you have with the watches you've got.
Yeah, you were at the top of the IT game there for a while, big boy.
And Aussie, the Chinese saying is wear it to attract wealth.
It's a nice one.
Wear it to attract.
Thank you. We want health more than wealth.
Yes.
Without health, you have nothing.
No,
that's true.
Incredibly true.
That's an amazing collection. Holy schmokies. Wow. He's got about $1 million worth of watches and about, $100 worth of Amazon boxes. That's the way you do this, boys.
Now, I don't know why Fella's disappeared. We made a few good offers there. What happened, Fella? I don't understand.
Well, he's got a life to live and stuff to do, and I'm sure he'll get back to you on buying the entire contents of your studio for starting offer of $20,000.
So, Erwin,
that's the chair, the microphone, everything.
I got to tell you, I'm seriously, Erwin. I think honestly, the 7057 is it's a watch I always loved. I particularly, out of all the Breguets, some of them are a bit over the top. Just a beautiful Breguet. Nothing. I got some delivery coming. Hang on one tick there.
Oops.
That's his new Breguet.
Behold my Mido.
That's a nice Mido.
Behold my shitter. I like it though. I really like it.
It's nice with a sharp.
Now I've actually got people next door. They have chickens in the yard, and they gave us some of the eggs. So I'm just testing these are fresh eggs from.
You really can't hard boil a fresh egg because you won't be able to peel it. You want the aged eggs for that.
Aged eggs. Why do you say aged?
Well, when by aged, I mean you want them like a couple weeks old for boiling because otherwise the fresh ones have too much water content. You can't peel them. It's true. Very nice. Who made your eggs?
My wife did.
Oh, let's see. Now she still loves you. Super.
I learned something new about eggs from you, Mark.
Exactly. Well, then there's a thing about it. There's also a thing about I have discovered. I saw this on YouTube, and it really, really works because peeling boiled eggs is the bane of my existence. They always come apart, Anyway, what this guy did was he took the big end and he tapped it slightly on the kitchen counter before boiling, just enough to make a small spider crack in the shell, and then boiled them, and then put them in the fridge and got them cold, and then they just come right out of the shell. It is amazing.
Wow!
It really works. You just tap it lightly, Just so you get a
Mark,
little bit
you
of
could
spider
charge big
effect.
bucks for those sort of secrets. Be
Well,
careful.
you know, it's YouTube, and I feel like I'm just going to give it away. The other important news I brought you really didn't like. It was the Thailand butt gun, which you can get right in Australia. I have it in my home. I brought a little piece of Thailand right here to my own toilet. Erwin, do you have the butt guns in your country?
No.
Oh, see,
No.
you probably have expensive Japanese toilets.
Oh, the butt guns. You mean the
bidet?
Sprayer, the washer, the
bidet?
washer.
Yeah. We all have it, you know.
Of course. See, it's the butt gun.
You call it the butt gun, right? Yeah. We all have that, you know.
I mean, listen.
It's life changing.
Right. If do you wash your dirty dishes with just like a paper towel, or do you use water to spray it clean?
Yes, that's true. Exactly, right?
Americans smear. What we do is we use.
Erwin's
paper,
got servants to take care of that there, Mark.
And I'm not so sure he can ring a little bell and have somebody show up in the.
I got to grab this super chat. Patel Philippe, $2. What did Tim say about your JLC? I know you asked him. Yes, I did. And then we went into a bit of a talk about how JLC fucked up their management.
Ooh.
He actually said that was a beautiful watch. He said it's incredibly one of their finer creations. He loves that watch.
21, yeah.
Because they asked him, which one should I sell?
And did you ask him about the traditional?
He said, sell the Breguet. He said, sell the Breguet.
Do you ask him about the traditional?
What?
Do you ask him about getting the traditional?
No.
You should. He'll probably tell you the same thing, I guess.
I think the traditional is a gorgeous watch, you know?
It is.
For the guys who are asking me about the Thailand butt gun, I did a video about it. So just go on my channel and look for Thailand butt gun.
Do you show them how to use it?
I gave it a yes. I did
a live demo. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, not a live demo, but I worked them through it because, like, you know what? Honestly, you have to be careful. The American sensibility we don't know about. Listen, you have to be very careful with your angulation, your triangulation, your aim, and also your water pressure. You could accidentally violate yourself. Now you guys are raised on this thing. To us, it's new. We don't really. I'm going to tell you. Here's an important fact that you don't know about Americans, Erwin. The average American does not know where his butthole is. We don't. We really don't know where our butthole. No Westerner knows where his butthole is because we just take a big, like grapefruit-sized wad of paper and we just smear around down there.
And paper's not the best stuff to use anyhow, is it?
It's not absorbent. It smears, and we keep smearing until ever thinner smear layers until we just finally go, fuck it. That's as much as I care to use.
And it also depends on how the grade of the paper. If it's too rough, you may grace it.
Oh, then it's like sandpaper. It's like it's like taking a belt sander. But the thing is, with the butt gun, it is a full cleansing experience. However, you have to know where you got to know where your anatomy is located.
And the other thing is too, then
it can be hard.
Afterwards, would you use paper to dry that area?
Well, you do, yes, but you use a tenth of the paper. You have to do a little dabbing. Yes.
Interesting. I've had an experience of sitting one of those toilets where it has all the functions you need. It doesn't have the butt gun. You don't have a bidet.
Okay. All right.
So it's all attached to the toilet.
Yep.
So
what they do is there's a spray one.
I think it has that Japanese technology. So what you do is there's a function that kind of like squirt out some soap.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next one will be water. Mm-hmm. So it's already perfectly aimed. You just need to move yourself. Mm-hmm. And last but not least, there's the third function. It's air dry.
I violated myself in Korea. Exactly. I'll find the video, and it's going to take me a minute. I'm not going to do it now, but I videoed myself using that apparatus for the first time, and it was a little terrifying. Erwin, we are not used to. We're not used to being that in touch with our anatomy. But yes, you wiggle around until it finds you or you find it.
Yeah.
You have to pray that the water pressure is not going to leave you. You want to die a
I get
virgin,
you.
guys? Be very, very careful with your bidet.
I get you. I get
Let me
you.
say this to you. We've got a super chat here. Patel
Yeah.
Philippe, $2. Thoughts on the Patek 5270G silver dial? Big
dial.
photo, please.
Let's bring it up.
It's hysterical to me that Patel has to say big photo because he knows otherwise you're just going to show those little thumbnails that nobody can actually see.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's
What he
bring it
means is
up.
click on it so we can actually see the damn thing.
Yeah, yeah. These are actually a absolutely beautiful watch. I've got one here all ready for us. This is in G silver dial. I got it coming. Now, actually, I got to tell you, let's get it. Here we go. Here we go. This is from Chrono 24. Thoughts on this watch? Perpetual calendar chronograph, big size. Fuck.
Oh,
Fuck.
yeah.
Fuck. Fuck.
No, it's great.
The only thing could outdo this is a double split version of this. But I mean, seriously, Patek, perpetual calendar chronograph, does it get better? Well, let's take a look. Let's take a look, big boy, because 160 Aussie, that's not that expensive, is it?
It's very nice.
It's expensive.
I would like it in
But
yellow gold, please.
It's
Sure, that's white gold, but
yeah, that's white gold. White gold, yeah.
I would prefer it in yellow.
That's what he was asking about. So if we convert that to US dollars, US.
What was it, like 100, 110?
Yeah, something like that. Something.
Now that
like
looks very familiar. I have a friend who has that one. He told me to wear it last week. I didn't want to do it. It scared me.
Oh, why's that?
Because it's $100,000 watch. It worried me to just wear it around.
Oh, Marky, you're worth it. You know that $100,000 watch.
Yeah, but I mean, I was worried I'd bang it on a door jamb or something stupid.
It's a very nice watch.
Remember when Jen dropped Patel's Patek?
Yes. It doesn't matter. It doesn't. The thing is, I got to tell you, Erwin, something like this. I mean, Marky, this doesn't appeal to you at all, does it?
No, I like it. It's super nice. I think I would like it better in yellow gold, but I don't aspire to this watch, but I admire it a lot. Do you
aspire? Erwin does, because Erwin's got a Breguet 7057.
Erwin's got taste. I'm just a Rolex guy.
It's very nice. I mean, the only thing I think would top this will be a salmon dial.
Running to the potty, boys. I'll be back.
All
right. Yeah.
Erwin, am I making a mistake on the Breguet? Please tell me. I want to know. Am I making a mistake?
I think
should I keep my Breguet instead of trading it in on it? I don't have unlimited money.
Yeah.
My Breguet doesn't have papers. It's just watch only.
Watch only. I think
with box. I've got a box and a watch. So I have got the wooden box. I've got the box, but no papers. No papers.
All right. I think although it is 4,000 more in terms of money, but the added advantage is that it has papers, so that kind of helps with the value. So if you were to resell the traditional, I think you probably get a better price compared to the Type 21.
Yep.
So.
And of course, but it's 4,000 US more. So I probably the thing is, on the Breguet, it was so cheap. I don't think there's much downside to it, no matter what. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think that difference in value, the 4,000, it's all right. It can be covered because of the paper that you have for the traditional. Does it make sense? Because it has that paper, so in terms of value wise, if you were to resell it, I think it's more than 4,000. You probably cover that. I mean, let's think about this, right? If how much can you sell that Brigade Type 21, and how much if you were to sell a traditional with papers, how much would that cost? Would that cost?
I think the traditionals are far nicer watch.
Yeah, I think it's far nicer.
But
it's far
it's a different
superior.
style of watch. You
It
know,
is.
it's completely like. I mean, I wouldn't put the Type 21 down. It's also
Yeah.
beautiful.
It's a beautiful watch. You know, it really depends on your style. I don't think it's a bad watch. So it really depends on your how you like to dress. But for me, like I said, if it's me, I would make the trade because I love the Type 21. Sorry, I love the traditional. I like how it looks, how the fact that it has all of Brigade's technology, DNA, visible at the dial level. So, and I think if I'm, I mean, we all don't have unlimited amount of money, but I believe that we have the opportunity to make more.
Yes.
Right? So
Archie,
I got the video.
Yeah, this was filmed in like I don't know what year, but hold on, this was filmed years ago. Hold on, I'll tell you exactly when. It was filmed in 2016 in South Korea in Seoul. My first encounter with a toilet that had more technology than my car at that time. And I think when you get a chance, Archie, you should play this video. It's kind of
I just got to download it.
I know it's big. It's a big file. You know.
Yeah.
Do what you can do.
Oh my God! It's got so many stuff, hasn't it?
The toilet or the video? The toilet was very complicated, and it scared me. But what I did was, for my viewers and you good people, I put it to the test, and I did it live. And there's video evidence. And Erwin, you're a classy fellow raised in a civilized country, but we're in the wilds of America. We just use like paper towels. We didn't know about this stuff. So this was my first experience with anal technology.
Very quickly, let's do the super chat. Patel Philippe, $5. Show me the top 5 Calatravas of all time. Owen to add if he feels the need. Big photos. Okay. I reckon the best Pateks. I tell you honestly, I don't think you can go past. This didn't necessarily be the best value. These are the best Calatravas. I honestly would say the 6119 I think is fucking very, very nice.
Nice.
To me, it's still very expensive. Like, I'll be honest with you, Erwin, I would rather have the 7057 than this, the Breguet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is substantially more than the Breguet, okay?
Yeah.
But as a Calatrava, I think it's absolutely beautiful. So that's number one. Number two, I'll tell you another Patek I think is a really great Patek. I really like the 5296. I think that is I actually prefer it with the non sector dial. I think I own one of these. I think that is absolutely beautiful. Automatic Calatrava. I'll tell you another watch that I think is absolutely beautiful in the Calatravas. I had the 5107. I think that is absolutely gorgeous. Beyond gorgeous. Gorgeous.
Talking about Usain's kit.
Yes. So I think that's the third one. I own that. That's the one I had years and years ago. A fourth Calatrava. I tell you what, we'll put up there as a fourth one.
Cali.
I got to tell you, I honestly think if you're a vintage collector there, the 570 Jumbo. That's a vintage. It's an old. These were 35 mil, but they were considered big jumbo. They were considered jumbo at this time.
Jeez.
I think that is it's just because of the historical. This is 1956 historical significance. I think it's a beautiful piece. And finally, the last one. There can only be one there, Erwin. 3919. And why do I say that? Well, these are actually relatively cheap. You can get these cheap, under 10,000 US. They're a bit small. The big problem is they're 33 mil. Okay, but that was my first Calatrava, first Patek. There you go. First Patek I ever got. I got a 3919, which early 2000s. It is what it is. Okay.
I would add one more.
Yes, sir.
Patel 5226. The 5226.
Oh, Erwin. Is that even a Calatrava? But do you really think that's a Calatrava?
I think it's the sporty one of the. It's in between both sporty and classy, you know.
Yeah. Look, I suppose I'm a bit too traditional. Look, I kind of that dial. I don't. Okay, fair enough. I'm not going to say anything. Erwin.
No, it's okay. I mean, we all have different opinions. That's fine, you know. So
Well,
what
the
do you
thing
think
is,
of this?
You know, I actually like it. I like it a lot. I don't know if it's a.
You don't think it's a Calatrava?
But you know, the thing is this. If you look at the 7057, Erwin.
Yeah.
That's not for new watch buyers. That's for someone who really appreciates Breguet and the traditional. It's not something. It's not. It's a very. It's a watch that is from a different kind of era. There, you know what I mean?
Have it.
But I thought that for 10, he'll probably prefer something like this. It's probably more his style as well.
Mr. GMT, $2. Do the trade, Archie. It will elevate your sexiness.
The kitten just laughed at you.
It will definitely evaluate his sexiness.
I don't know. It's a lot of it's still. Look, I'm just throwing it out there, okay? Because I want to do something to the collection. I want to change it a bit. This changes I'm talking about are collection changes. I don't know why I want to fill that stupid fucking box, Mark. I'm addicted to.
Well, you know how you are.
They're just these boxes. Erwin, do you have a good watch box at all? You were looking at making some watch boxes. You had a business idea.
Yeah.
How's that going?
I'm putting that on hold for a while. Yeah.
Look, I tell you honestly, Erwin.
Yeah.
I think it might be a good idea to put it on hold. By the way,
super chat.
If you next time, yes, I will get that super chat. If you go to Singapore,
yeah,
you know Far East Lucky Plaza. Do you know where Goldman Luxury is?
Yeah.
In that laneway, there's actually a doctor. He might be a Malaysian doctor. He sells watch boxes only, right? He's just between you and me. No one's watching. I think his prices are fucking ridiculous because if you go on eBay or the internet, you can buy things far fucking cheaper than his prices.
Right.
But he kind of sells that stuff. Erwin, let me tell you some basic honesty. I think there's nothing wrong with your idea.
Right.
But if I had a business where I was wanting to sell straps or boxes or things.
You did have.
The watch business is in kind of stagnant. It's very. People aren't talking about it. Like a lot of people.
Yeah.
Marky, please, could you just block your ears for a minute? A lot of Americans, they don't like to talk about how much money they lost on watches. Okay. And then they disappear. Like on my stream here, I used to have a lot more super chats, and the business is down myself because a lot of Americans don't want to accept these things have fucking fallen in. I mean, that's the reality. A lot of them have become very, very, especially with things like Vacheron. Vacheron was screaming. It was so. Vacheron's fallen to ground. Thud. The bodies hit the ground. Dead cat bounce. It's bang. It's bouncing still. It's really fucked. And I got to be honest with you. There is no coming back from some of these things.
It's fucked as fuck die.
It's
well, the thing about this hobby is, or this hobby is that it's a lot driven by hype, and a lot of people get into it because of hype. And when the dust settles, that's when they realize, they are losing quite a lot of money on this, and it's probably not worth it to continue.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the best thing is to actually go in and collect. Don't base your collection on hypes, because if you do that, it will screw you over.
Buy for love, not money.
Correct. Buy for love. Love for watches.
That's right. That's why I love my Mito. My $750 little cute little Mito. Okay, Archie, what about that video?
Oh, sorry. We want the video. Let's get this video for Marky on the screen now.
I think the punters will enjoy it.
Check out his butthole.
And actually, Erwin, you can critique my, my style, my understanding of them.
Now, it actually, the bloody video here, Marky. It's not letting me download it yet. But what I'm gonna do is, as an alternative, I'll bring it up. I've got the window. Here we go.
Perhaps
I do it?
Here we go. I'll do it now. Here we go.
Should I do a narrate?
Here it goes.
Here it goes. But you can't hear the sound.
But I don't feel. No.
He's laughing. The water's going in. We can hear it. Oh, small steps there, Mark.
Ooh.
You should put this up on TikTok or Google Shorts, YouTube Shorts, Marky.
Let's reduce that water pressure a little.
Water pressure. Oh, you reduced the water pressure. You did the feminine wash, didn't you?
I was being violated.
And you've got the option of adjusting the temperature, right?
Totally kidding me.
Temperature of
And
the
the
water.
position was flawless. I did not have to. I did not have to change. That would be bad.
The enema. How does that thing work?
It goes in.
It goes in. How does it clean it then? Wouldn't that be
kind of
bad?
wiggling around a little. Clean all the air.
There we go, Marky.
Okay.
This is Marky's.
I think that's probably enough.
That's probably about it there, Marky. Look at that.
Okay.
Wait, it didn't dry yet.
It's making noise.
Oh, it's got a drying cycle.
Okay, now I'm gonna hit the dry button.
Ooh.
It didn't download at all, but it just freaked me out. It was like,
So this is a little complicated.
It's very complicated, Marky.
yeah.
It's not letting me download it. Why the fuck isn't it letting me download?
I don't know what to tell you.
Nice.
I'll send you let's not worry about it now. Eventually I'll figure a way. I'll put it up on YouTube and send you a private link, make it easier.
I got to be careful because that's how I fuck things up by doing that. Yeah. what it wouldn't do is, see, what I was trying to do was get that thing to download. You click on it and it can download it. Then you run it.
Right.
But
I understand.
It doesn't.
Look, I'll put it up with a private link for you for another time.
That's okay. Patel Philippe, $5. Make a 3-piece gondolo and ellipse collection for Erwin. Now, I got to tell you something. Seriously, I don't mind the ellipse itself there. Okay. I got to be honest with you. One of the most beautiful is that platinum ellipse. You know, the platinum Patek. But the problem is with the ellipse, the golden ellipse, they have some fucking, let's have a look here. They have some really low to high. They have some really, I actually own this one here. I own that model, same model like that. I got to be honest.
Isn't that a ladies?
It's a ladies. That is ladies. Yeah. At the other end, so this is the golden ellipse. They had this system here. They had this kind of system there that was popular in the 90s. Now I got to tell you, I think the best ellipse. Let me show you. Let's go the other way, high to low. They've got the skeletonized. That's the Patek skeletonized. Well, sorry, not skeletonized. That's the craft. You know, the handcrafted one, which is ridiculous money.
Handcrafted beer.
This is the best. The 5738. This is the
platinum
blue dye. Now that blue is actually gold. They've done that. That is actually a piece of gold. They get that finish done on. I reckon that would be the most beautiful. Now the thing is, it's you often have to buy this if you want to get an Aquanaut or a Nautilus. Okay. But to me, that is a beautiful. I think that's just a beautiful watch. Secondhand, they plummet badly. Now the Gondolo, I got to be honest with you, I don't think they're fucking ugly at all. One of my favorites is the 5111. And these here, I think, are beautiful. It's a beautiful watch. And I'll tell you another one I really liked was the Patek 5009. I thought that was I remember touching one of these years ago. Ooh. And I thought as a rectangular watch, it was just elegant, and I like the numerals.
Yeah, look how the spacing between the numerals, right? They're all different.
Exactly.
Nice.
Just a gorgeous sort of watch there. And
yeah, I think I'll wear this. I think I'll definitely wear this.
They're not super expensive. Like it's 10,000 US.
10,000
it's not
US. What year is this?
These are sort of late 90s, early 2000s.
Right.
That kind of vintage.
This is from the Unloved collection.
The Unloved collection.
Yes.
That's kind of, but I mean, look. You know, the thing is, it depends what you want to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Depends what you want to do. Only you can decide what the winner chicken dinner is. It's not easy to. You got to decide yourself.
Actually, if you're really worried about that Breguet, why don't you trade in your Breguet, sell that JLC, and get that new Breguet. 2 for 1. 2 watch for 1.
Yeah, I kind of like to have one gold chronograph. I like it.
Okay.
But I get what you're saying. The other thing is too, I'd take a Slaughter. That watch is a little bit difficult. The Breguet, you can trade a Breguet to another Breguet person. It's harder to trade something else if they don't want it. You see what I mean?
Yeah. So with all the watches that you have right now, which is the one that you least wear them?
Oh, I probably haven't worn the Patek that much, but that's something I really love. That watch, the World Time.
Yeah.
You know, it's sort of I just got to get around to wearing them. You know, because I put them in the safe. I don't have easy access to them as I used to, so I don't wear them as much as I have in the past.
Yeah.
But that doesn't make it a bad thing. It's just a different way of going about it. But the 5070, look, they're a what made you get that? You obviously, that's a Breguet that you loved. You always loved it.
Yep. That's the one Breguet that I always wanted to get. Because like I said, it has all of Breguet's DNA.
You got the white gold or the rose gold? I can't remember.
The white gold. White gold.
Yeah.
White gold, 40 millimeter.
I kind of prefer the white gold personally, but it's what comes up. You know, beggars can't be choosers. I actually prefer the white gold. I don't know I don't think there's much price difference. I think white gold and rose gold is sort of the same.
Yeah.
They're both beautiful. It's personal preference. Did you bought yours brand new? So I mean, let's be honest, I'm paying a lot less money than you would have paid.
I would think so, yes.
And that's kind of
a win already, yeah?
Yeah.
It's a win for you, yeah?
Well, what I'm trying to do, let me tell you, Erwin.
Yep.
Oh, we got another super chat. Patel Philippe, $2. 50-40 versus 59-40. Now, let's get that on the screen now. Let's have a look at that. So Patek 50-40. I'm not a 50-40. Beautiful watch. That's the perpetual calendar. How could you not fucking love that watch? Look at that. That is absolutely... Let's bring it on the screen here. Beautiful watch.
Oh, yes.
Versus a 59-40.
It's a yes for me, 10, this one.
And the 59-40 is just, I think, personally, I actually saw one of these in the watch event. One person came and said hello to me. He was wearing one of these, a white gold one. I think they're the TV watch. These were very popular at one stage. I personally like the shape of the case more on the 59-30, but that doesn't mean the other one is dog shit. That's just my own personal preference.
Yeah.
I don't think one is terrible or one is superior. It's just my own opinion. If I had a choice, I like the 59-40 because the case profile, but it doesn't really matter. But
it doesn't
Marky,
matter. It
I
doesn't
prefer
matter.
the tonal shape.
What I'm trying to do with my collection is, Erwin, I want to get some sort of dive watch to have.
You have a sub.
Yeah, you have a two-tone sub.
Yeah, I want something like I want something like either the three watches I was looking at is either a Pam, a Pram, a Breitling, or a Tudor.
Ooh, Breitling.
Yeah, because I had the
Or
Super Oceans
how about a
before.
Pelagos?
I like that.
A Pelagos, Tudor Pelagos.
I'm not a fan of titanium.
Well, then how about one of the Prince divers? Go vintage.
Not a vintage fan. They're expensive.
Well, that's all that Tudor makes. Well, then you have to go Black Bay, but you get a 41 millimeter Black Bay. Why don't you get the little smiley ETA one? They're cheap.
Yeah, no, I agree with you.
It's cheap. They're under $3K.
I kind of like. I've got to be honest with you. The Pam that I was showing you before.
Ugh, it doesn't even have a bezel. It's not a dive watch.
662.
Yeah, no, don't do it.
Will you go for a Super Ocean?
Sorry?
Super Ocean.
I've had a few Super Oceans. I love them. I think they're great. The only thing with the Super Ocean, I never liked the click of the bezel. The bezel kind of seemed a little bit...
It has a lighter... Cheap. Yeah. You know what you might like? You might like that Super Ocean 42 millimeter. The bezel action on that is fantastic. The one with the Arabics. Not the current one, the previous.
Gotcha.
And they're great price, and the bezel action's excellent.
What I wanted to do, Erwin, is get rid of one of the gold chronographs because I got too many. Like, I mean, I don't mind having a few chronographs, but
the dog wants to go out.
Patel Philippe, $5. If Patek made a 5296 cream enamel dial, Breguet hands and Breguet numerals, small seconds at 6, would it be a hit or miss? 5296 enamel dial. Well, that's win-win. Breguet hands. Okay. Breguet numerals, maybe a little bit too over the top. Small second at 6. See, the 5296, I think it looks so good with a center seconds. That's the whole thing with that. Well, Tan, that basically is a 6119, isn't it? 6119, the new hobnail. That's a sub-seconds at 6. Anything Patek does would be a hit, but I think they're trying to get to a younger crowd. They don't want to bring out more Calatravas. They want to appeal to a younger crowd. And that's why I think they brought out the Cubitus. They want to appeal to a younger crowd. And
you can try Ocean Star. Mido, Ocean Star dive watch.
Phew. You know, that's actually doesn't look bad. I actually like it.
It's very nice for what it is.
Yeah, forget about the price thing. I think, like I say, in the end of the day, don't follow the hype. Follow how it makes you feel.
Yes. It's
Have you ever been tempted by the Cartier diver?
No.
Well, that's settled that.
What do you think of Oris?
Yeah, I don't like it.
No?
I just worked out what pegging is. Shit. Jesus Christ. That's ridiculous.
Welcome to the neighborhood.
Welcome to the neighborhood.
I mean, I'm just gonna put it right out there. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. I do not approve.
Patel Philippe, $5. Fly over to Tropical Watch. Set price high to low. Show me 5 watches you'd love to buy if you had the money. Fly over to Tropical Watch. Tropical, that's the dealer's name. See, I got nothing against faux, fu. Let's have a look.
V5 faux.
Fly over to Tropical Watch. Set price high to low. Fuck. High to low. And then he wants me to pick 5 watches you'd love to buy if you had the money.
Here's the Breitling I'm telling you about.
I tell you what, number 1, I reckon that top line, boom, that Cartier, yes.
Nice one, Mark. Yeah.
I reckon, ignore the first one. The Paul Newman, I think, is crazy, man. Crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those 5, excluding that first one. That's okay. Let's keep going down. Aquanaut. Oh, I like the gold inverted 6. That's nice. Look at that. That's fucking nice. Oh, I like the gold sub. What do you think of that?
Ooh.
Nipple dial gold sub.
Hollow center links. Garbage.
And you can see the bracelet's a bit fucked there too, can't you? See that?
Yeah. I love the dial, but I'm not a fan of that vintage stuff.
1978 has a yellow gold sub 1680. Fuck, that's not ridiculous, man.
Get a real gold sub.
That is real gold, Marky.
Yeah, no, I know, but look at the price. For that price, you could have a modern one with ceramic and much more gold in it. Now I know it's nipple, I know it's a vintage nipple dial, but nonetheless, you'd have to baby it.
I really like this here. Look at this 1675. Look at that, just nice gilt dial. That's a gilt dial. Glossy gilt. Look at that. Glossy gilt dial.
Oh, nice.
Beautiful. Look at that. That is absolute. Look, that's just beautifully aged. 1963. Fuck.
Can you zoom in on that a little bit? That.
Fuck. Look at that.
Nice, nice.
Fuck. Look at that. That is. And it's got spider layering there. I don't know if you can see it. Look at that.
Oh yeah, the patina.
Yeah, but you corrosion is what it's got water damage and corrosion.
No, it's 1963, Mark.
Yes, back when they let them corrode. You don't even know what's in it. You don't know if that dial's been repainted. Service hands.
It seems. Look, I think you're Mark. That's the danger. Oh, he's got everything here. Look at this. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Look at that.
Yeah.
He's got. That is a very cool.
Money.
Look at that. It's very cool. I tell you what else I really like. So that doesn't really do that much for me. Let's keep going down. I got more affordable taste, Marky. Let's keep going. What's here?
Oh, I like the Day Copper Jubilee.
Which one?
The one in the middle.
This one here.
Yeah. That looks cool.
That is very cool. Copper top. Look at that. White gold.
Ooh. Look at that dial.
But these are for ladies, yeah.
36? You reckon that's for ladies?
I guess you can wear it. I mean, I can wear it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Beautiful watch.
David S.W.
I like this Tank American. Look at that. That's quite nice. That's beautiful watch.
Hmm.
You don't want the diver, eh?
No, we don't. You don't, Marky.
All right.
No,
I have it. I never wear
That's an early Explorer 1. Those were a special dial on those. Here we go. Birth year. I'll take this. Birth year 5513, 1972. Look at that. Birth year Submariner. Absolutely beautiful. Look at that.
My birth year is a sundial.
I think that's gorgeous. Watch that. That'd be fucking amazing. It's only 14,000 for this two-tone. That's not bad, is it? 14,000. I actually like that.
Maserati blue.
14,000. That's nothing, really, is it?
Well, things are dropping. That is a bit affordable. Call it 15,000, really, but I think that's the affordable spectrum for what it is, isn't it?
That is. It's very good buying, isn't it? Hey,
let's buy it. Can somebody please super chat Archie a two-tone Daytona? Thank you.
Super chat $1 million.
No, just 15,000. Don't be greedy.
I got to tell you, there's some. See, these are tropical.
Also, oh wow, look at that. Those are also.
That's why it's not coming up in the pricings there. But I got to say, 3970. That's beautiful. Look at that Patek there. What do you think of these Leopard. Would you like a look at the leopards there? Fuck.
Not my
Amazing.
style. Not my style.
No.
No. Let's get crazy. Erwin, don't be conservative. Let's get wild.
I'll go independence if it's wild.
You'd go independence. Look at this one here. This is a 6542. No crown guard GMT. Look at that. Is that Bakelite? Original Bakelite. So you could never wear that much, could you?
No, it would crumble. It would shatter easily. Can't believe there's any left Rolex replaced them with aluminum. When they came out,
what would you think of if you sent that in, Owen? We got. I want to ask you. I got a moral dilemma for you.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, what's your dream car? Porsche, whatever you want.
Lambo.
Okay.
All right.
Ferrari.
The deal is, we put it on eToro.
Okay.
Right. You have to accommodate these customers who are abusing the shit out of your thing. Or, okay, that's choice number one. We get a Ferrari or a Porsche 911. Then we let some fuckwits drive it on eToro.
Yeah.
You're not allowed. Okay, so you get given the car, but you're not allowed to drive it. All you got to do is talk to the customers and arrange to polish it and clean it and fix the repairs that they damage.
Or
we buy a no crown guard sub, and then we have to send it to Rolex for a full overhaul.
I mean, that's Sophie's choice.
They replace the bracelet, they replace the dial and hands.
Yeah.
And you need to say to Rolex, the dial's really down, the bezel's really down.
Yeah.
Send in original
Wait.
Bakelite.
He needs a third option. Let me give you, Erwin, I'm going to give you a third option. Your third option is you can go bobbing for apples in a porta potty.
Okay. So which choice? Which choice would you take?
Oh man.
Oh, come on. I think we all know the answer to that. Bobbing for apples in a porta potty.
I would choose the third option, of course.
Yes, because it's. Could you imagine doing that? But like sending it into. I had a friend of mine. He wanted a Berthier watch, so he got a 5513, no crown guard. Sorry, no date sub. No, it was 1967. That was his birth year. Okay?
Friend of mine or a friend of ours?
I don't want to mention his name, but friend of ours.
All right then.
No, I'm the channel. You haven't met.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the
No. So what did he bought a Berthier Submariner 1967 5513, no crown. Sorry, crown guard. I don't know why I'm saying no. I'm looking at the picture. And I'm saying no crown guard. I don't know why I'm saying that. Anyhow, he sent it in to Rolex for a service.
Yep.
It had a original Rolex bracelet, the stretch type bracelet.
Yeah.
He got that replaced with a new oyster bracelet.
Ooh.
They replaced the case, the midsection of the case.
Stop.
And they replaced the dial and hands. So it became a service case. And he paid a fortune to get this done. And he was happy when it came back because it came back like a brand new one.
Brand new watch, yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying or not?
Yeah.
And
that's like getting your Stradivarius polished with a belt sander. It's a bad idea.
Marky, it's just beyond.
Scrape the patina right off a Stradivarius and shellac it with polyurethane.
Well, that's the funny thing with guns. They apparently with guns, people polish them where they want the guns to have all the. I'm not a gun person, but they
original. You everything should be original. Scratches of the new patina. Don't just service your shit.
But what the problem is, then people want scratched ones, so that people artificially scratch them. That's not.
Oh well, you know what? With those aluminum bezels, they put them under UV light. They bleach them.
And also, what's happened with watches is they also do laser welding. They can put the sides back now, can't they?
Yeah. If you get a chunk taken out of your watch, you can have it put back.
No, but they get it put back on there, so You know what I'm saying? Laser welding.
Well, yeah, but Rolex doesn't do that. But yes, you can send it out for that.
This is what happens. You see what I'm saying?
That's why you gotta be careful. That vintage is not for the faint of heart.
Yeah, vintage is another kind of ball game that, unless you really know what you're getting yourself into, gotta stay away from it.
Vintage is where money goes to get ass fucked. It's not a good feeling, you gotta know. I mean, there are people in Asia who are very, very artful about repainting dials with with human hair. They can really they can emulate anything. They can just redo everything. So you have to be very careful you're not getting repainted, service hands, fake parts, Franken parts. There's a lot of Frankenstein watches out there.
Yeah. Archie, I'm going to send you a picture. A buddy of mine has this Patek Philippe, which when he bought it, it was perfect. Then after, I think a year later, the dial seems to disintegrate.
Mm-hmm. Okay, send it to me.
Yep. Sent. You tell me what you think of that.
That's water damage, isn't it? That's an AP. That's an AP for starters.
Yep.
That's not a Patek.
No, it's not Patek, sorry. AP. Yeah.
Now that can't just happen in 2 minutes. Stop. Let's back the truck up. That's water damage.
You think it's water damage? I mean, it happened a year later.
Yeah, but what the fuck happened? Did he not notice nothing or what?
When he first bought it, it was perfect.
How often did he wear this fucking thing?
Not very often. He rotates his watches. You probably can say 1 week, a week in a month. That's it.
Did he fall into a boat or a pool?
No,
What happened?
No.
What the hell could it happen so quickly like this?
I mean, no. When he got it, it was a pre-owned. It was a vintage piece. Talking about the 90s, yeah.
Yeah. What caused that, Owen? What caused that?
Don't know.
Salt water.
I think it's
But that's
water.
the thing. But he's fine with it, because this is natural patina.
It's natural corrosion.
What is it exactly? Has he serviced it since then, or what?
No service.
Has it hurt the value? It must have.
I don't know. He's not. Yeah.
Does it run? Does it run?
Yeah, perfectly.
What is he?
I hate it.
Would you buy something like that?
Oh my God, never.
I don't like AP. AP's far too delicate,
Archie was once given a third orifice by Audemars Piguet.
Is this maybe it was a gold dial that was done? Has someone painted it? What are you going to tell us the story, or what?
No. I also don't know. So he all I know is he bought it pre-owned. It's a vintage piece, and I think a year later this happened.
Has it been appraised? Do we know it's fake? Because that could be a fake or a repainted dial that's corroding. Something is not kosher here. I don't. Something is wrong.
I'll probably check with him again.
I would want somebody to authenticate that watch.
Well, I don't know. I don't understand what's happened there.
This is not kosher. Something's wrong here.
Okay. There's no water. Has he had anyone look at it since he bought it?
I think before he bought it, he did get someone to check it out, to check its authenticity. Yeah. Everything seems to checked out, and that's why he bought it.
Is that right?
Yeah.
But this here isn't. This is quite severe. I'll tell you something. I'll tell you a story, okay?
Yeah.
I actually had a friend who bought a Patek 5056. Okay, you probably don't know what that is, but that is a 5056, which is like my 5035. It's an annual calendar. I think it was a platinum one, P5056. Let me just
Put it up.
Anyhow, what happened was the guy wore it every day. He bought this watch in the early 2000s,
Mhm.
and he wore it every day, right?
Yeah.
And then now, if you know that watch, it has, because it's an annual calendar, it's got 3 pusher things to adjust the annual calendar features.
Mm-hmm.
And
I
then
remember
after
this.
many years, you could actually see it had some the dial had colored that was from water, basically. It wasn't like it was in the swimming pool, but just from wearing it, you know, some of these things are so delicate like that.
Yeah.
And I know what happened. It actually, believe it or not, he sold it, but the dealer sent it to Patek, and Patek changed the dial. Now, does that mean it's a service dial then, Erwin?
Yeah, I think so.
But
I think
it doesn't have the stigma like Rolex does with a service dial, does it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Like with Rolex, it's a big thing if you've got a service dial. Oh, fuck. But with Patek, you can't.
It's still a Patek.
No, but you see what I'm saying? Like it doesn't seem to really matter. Like it was. So, yeah, I haven't seen this. This here isn't just something in a day. That's not just one wearing, is it?
No, definitely not. I think this is like a year later.
How many times has he worn it then?
Maybe once. 1 week in a month. Something like that.
What does he do? This guy does he?
Well, he's kind of like semi-retired, you know. But no, he doesn't go diving with it. He doesn't swim with it, you know.
Fuck, I would probably, if I was him, I'd send it to AP for a service. What do you think?
But wouldn't you consider this like appealing? You know, like what we said earlier on, people would prefer the natural scratch, the natural patina, and wouldn't you want to keep it?
Not on this watch.
Not on this one?
No. This has hurt the value.
Yeah.
I'd almost say it's almost unsellable.
Okay.
You got to find out why is it
yeah,
done.
I'll try to find out from him. Yeah, I'll let you know probably next week if I can. Yeah.
But that's not patina, is it?
Well, have you seen a dial on AP that has like what do you call this? A spider effect? Have you? On AP?
On Rolex, we just had that before.
Yeah, on Rolex, yeah, but not on AP because I think the quality or the way it's patterned, it's different. So I would imagine if it were to have
I don't know if you get that spider on these trapeze type dial here.
But yeah, that's the thing. I don't think you can get that spider on this kind of dial. So because of how the dial is created, it has all this trapeze, right? The moment it has that line, it would immediately probably break, and that's why it creates this effect.
Yeah.
That's what I think it is, yeah.
It's a very tricky thing. What do you think?
Yeah.
My God, that is very scary, don't you think?
Yeah, I'll check with him and see what's the real deal then. Yeah.
My God, it is very scary. I kind of think, to be honest with you, we got T Dubs joining the stream. Hey, T Dubs.
G'day, Archie. G'day, Arch. G'day, Erwin. G'day, Marky. How's the kitten? Hey, Erwin, the hair's looking good, mate. The hair's looking good. Very good. Erwin, have you heard that story about Wolfgang? Heard the story about Wolfgang and Bangers?
Oh, you got loud. So loud.
He threw one at that lady boy, Erwin. He threw one at that lady boy, and the lady boy took off her heel and went bang, bang, bang. And
so what about the watch? What about the watch? What about the watch, T-Dub? I don't understand what he's going on about there. He's got the wrong country. You know, I don't mind a bit of racist humor, but at least get your facts right. I got to tell you, fuck, I would be shocked if that happened to me. Erwin, let's not fuck around anymore, okay? I would be fucking devastated. Okay, because this is not a cheap watch. So this is a AP. It's got a power reserve and it's got a date. So it's a AP, no second hand. Interesting, no second hand. Date, power reserve. I think these are from the 90s.
Yeah,
I think it's a 36 mil. I think, isn't it? 36.
Was it 36? He did. Yeah, could be. No, I think it's slightly larger. Let me find out.
I gotta be totally honest with you, Erwin.
Yeah,
that is fucking scary shit. Would you buy it? Let me ask you this: you're a bit of a wheeler fucking dealer. Would you buy it?
Well, the thing is, I'm not really a vintage kind of guy, so yeah, probably not my style.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. Not my style. Where do I have it?
I'm trying to find what it is. What it's an interesting.
Guys, you guys know what model this is? Please super chat us.
Yeah. It's an interesting dial, isn't it? What do you think?
Yeah, it is. I think it has a 2 time zone, I think.
Oh, it's a dual time, is it?
Dual time, yeah. I think so, yeah. Let me see.
Let's have a look. Yes. Oh, I see. You're right. It is a dual time. Sorry, it is. That's what it is. Fuck.
You've got the model number?
25730.
25730.
I'll pull it up on the screen. There it is. It's on the screen here. 25730. That's it, isn't it?
Slightly different, but wait, I think it is. Check. Yes, a slightly different design. Oh, where did our friend go?
Shit, it's just you and me, and I was just finishing my dinner. He's gone. Well,
yeah, it is a 25730. Yeah,
Erwin, don't say stuff. Don't talk about him like, oh, he's back. Okay.
Okay, all right.
I pressed the wrong button. To go. What do you think, Erwin? What the fuck? What would you seriously? Let's stop the bullshit, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
No more bullshit, Erwin. Come on.
No, I really have no idea. I really have no idea.
Don't bullshit a bullshitter, Erwin.
No, I'm serious. I really have no idea. I'm not bullshitting you. You know.
Would you be happy? Okay, let's ask you. Let's probe this a bit.
He would sue somebody. He would sue the fucking idiot who sold it to him.
No, I definitely won't be happy with this. But yeah.
Do we have a lawsuit for misrepresentation and material theft?
Let's look at the cheapest one of these.
No, if it's a fake dial,
impropriety.
If it's fake, yeah, definitely, I think you do.
All right.
But I don't know. Yeah.
We got to sue somebody, Erwin.
What is that thing that's coming off? Let's have a look if any of these here have any.
It's the paint. It's a cheap paint dial.
No, but the gold's underneath. It's got that flowery pattern under there. You see what I'm saying?
Fake.
No, I don't think it's.
No, I don't think it's fake either.
Guys, we are not going to.
Well, this one here, it has a light tropical version. Look at that. Is that?
Blow it up. Guys, we are not going to end this stream until somebody super chats. Otherwise, we're just going to keep going.
Yeah, guys, what do you think of this watch? What do you think happened? Please let us know.
This one here is light tropical. What's light tropical about this one?
Can you zoom in and let's check out the dial?
But I mean, it looks in a lot better condition than.
See, it's gone a little bit funny. Like he's put it into the wrong machine.
Oh shit, Erwin! What if he has the rare collectible, tropical crotch rot, AP dial? It's totally coveted, and we're telling him it's fake and a piece of crap, and it turns out it's the best one in the world.
I know, right? It's probably the most sought after one.
Yeah, it could be like a spider dial. We're all
exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. It could be that,
It's, right. We're saying it's it's broken, it's dog shit, and it turns out that it's some rare holy grail.
Oh no, I found another link that probably has that same effect as well. I will send you the link, Archie. You can check out. Oh, there you go. Let me get this link and send it to you.
Yes, sir.
There you go. So I guess it's actually normal.
Mm.
Let me be the judge of that. This one at least looks cool. The one you sent me, that looks
the link.
Okay.
Sorry?
It looks cool. The one your friends got looks horrible.
But what if the friends is actually
I like
better?
I like the way it's been tropical just in that section there. It hasn't gone tropical in the blue. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, at the sub dial and the power reserve parts, right? Yeah.
You know what? Now we want that. Now that we've seen that it's tropical, we want that. Will he part with it?
I don't know.
Tell him it's broken and he should just get rid of it for about $2,500. I mean, the hands are rusting.
So now it's more interesting, huh? It's more sought after now.
Mm.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know what to say really.
Now it's a work of art. It's the best one in the world.
Natural. It's all natural.
Natural aging. The natural aging process, unlike me.
Yeah, apparently it's quite common with this Royal Oak
from that era.
Yeah. I'll send you another link. You can have a look.
We take everything we said. We take it back. Although, what is the background that it's on? Because that's also broken.
There's another link, Archie. You can pull that up.
Thank you.
It's quite common, yeah.
The guys are
that,
missing.
that looks very fucking cool. That looks very cool, that link. Then how come he got the ugly one? Can I ask you that?
It's probably not aged enough yet, Archie. You know, like whiskey, you've got to age it. I've got another one for you here.
See, that's
Or is
really
it the
cool
same
how
one?
it was done. See, that's cool how it's aged, right?
Oh my God, we have the best one. That is amazing.
This
But
guy
I mean,
looks so cool. The guy who's modeling this is very cool. Look at him. Isn't he cool?
I mean, a lot of it though has to do with.
Can you imagine, Marky, a guy who wears white trousers? Fuck me
Right.
dead. What is that guy thinking?
After Labor Day? Listen, you know what it is? It's the photography. Like if you took that guy's watch and you did really good photography like this, it would also be looking good.
Yeah.
This is professional photography. That's what photographers. It's
Yes,
like
it is
food art.
36. That is 36 mil.
36, yeah.
So they give it to a guy with skinny little wrists like this to make it look bigger. Just saying.
Non-redeemed.
These are from 90s. These are mid-90s watches.
Yeah. Yeah.
The funny thing is, these aren't much, you know, the price on these here, they, you know, from that period, I had a 14790. That's just the three-hand classic one, 36 mil. Second hand, these aren't much price difference. Okay. Nobody really. Let's have a look. This is the other one here.
This is worse, right?
I like your Breitling, Marky.
You know what? I got it for under $3,000. I think they're a relative bargain. That one. You were looking for a diver, a cheap but cheerful diver.
What about an Omega? Omega.
Discount diver. Oh, you know what I'm dying to get? Okay, the 2265. I had one. It's a Seamaster blue dial, wavy dial. It's like early 00s, and it's quartz. And it's very cool, very nice watch. I really enjoyed it. I gave it to an ex when we were dating, and he got robbed, and it was stolen in Mexico City by the taxi driver.
That's a Pierce Brosnan one, right?
Is it? I don't know. I love it. Well, yeah, because of the dial. But I think he wore an automatic, not a.
No, he won a quartz, I think.
Oh, then it is, and I had it, and I loved it. And you can get them for under $2,000.
Oh.
And when I was in Mexico, I took it to the boutique. They changed the battery and cleaned it up for me. I didn't even think they charged me. They didn't charge me.
Wow.
It was crazy. They were really nice.
Big shout out to them then.
Right.
Sure, go there.
Palacio del Hierro in Mexico City on Calle Mazarik. Super high-end mall in Mexico City. Like that was the place, Archie. Do you remember I made the video that said I got arrested while watch shopping and they pulled Uzis on me?
Yes.
That place. Erwin, I was walking around with my iPhone videoing because there's like every boutique in the world with the exception of Cartier and Rolex, which are outside that mall, but everything else was in the mall. And I was videoing everything to make a cute little YouTube about it. And these two guys in three-piece suits with Uzis pulled me out, and gave me a thorough questioning.
Did they hurt you at all? They touch you at all?
No, sadly, I was not rogered in any way, shape, or form. But it was a little scary.
Say, excuse me, sir, what are you doing?
It was a little scary, yeah. And I said, listen, I do YouTube, and I flashed whatever watch I was wearing. That was a good one.
Yeah, they thought you were probably planning a robbery.
Well, that's why, because it looked like I was sort of taking video for my Ocean's 11, where I was going to hell in.
And what did they say then? What did they say to you then?
They said, no, in Spanish, they told me, no más video, no más video, no more video.
No more videos.
When my then boyfriend and I, we went to Rolex, and which was across the street, and that was an independent building in a big boutique, and there was no way in. I mean, I knew where the door was, I could tell, but there was no pull handle, push handle, no doorbell. There was no way into the building. And he looks at me and he goes, I don't understand. And I was like, okay, wait. I look up, there's the camera. I wave at the camera. I flash my watch, bzzz, and the doors magically open.
What?
Yeah, and there's like a couple armed guards in there, like uniformed armed guards, and staff. But they're very, very cautious. So there's no way in. They have to like look at you and say yes. Well, they have to buzz you in.
Guys, it's been a fabulous show. What a great talk. Time has gotten away.
Mido.
I want to thank everybody who super chatted. Before we do that,
All
however,
three of you.
Let's look at the poll. Should Archie buy the PAM 662? And a resounding no. Thank you for participating. Please click the thumb up.
Do it with your tooth. All you got to do is put your little tooth on the thumbs up button and click it now. Do it now. Do it for me. Do it for Mike the Snake. Do it for Erwin. Erwin gonna sue you anyway. Yeah, upvote. Do it now.
Yeah. Do a thumbs up, guys. Do a thumbs up. Oh, by the way, I'm also doing a giveaway. So if you guys want to give away, check out my latest video. Yeah.
What are you giving away?
That's on his.
You got to check it out.
Check it out on the Watch Chat channel. Just let's mention that it's the Watch Chat channel. Check it out.
It's the Watt Chat.
Watch Chat.
What's that? What's happening? And
of
course,
go through the list of people to thank today. We had Jeremy Kearney, SR Bell 67, Gun Glutton, Joseph D, JD, Fella's always cool. JD, Fella, Thomas Burnett. Patel Philippe, Fella, Patel Philippe, Frank V, Pavel, Patel Philippe, Patel Philippe, Doc's Report, Jefferson Exotic, Patel Philippe, Mr. GMT, Patel Philippe, and Patel Philippe. Guys, that's the show for today. I want to thank you guys for coming on. Marky, thank you so much for coming on.
Always a pleasure, gentlemen.
We also want to thank our good friend Aussie Expat for coming on. Last word, Mark, on the Breguet. Should I just tell me, do I trade, yes or no? You know the truth now. I told you, yes, no, maybe. Give me your verdict.
No.
Okay, we'll go to...
Keep it. I like the one that you have. It's got coined edging. It's a chronograph.
Coined edging.
Yellow gold.
Okay. It's rose gold, actually, Marky.
It's gold. It's not white gold, so it kind of looks gold. I don't know. I would keep it.
No. I get it. Erwin, should I do the trade? Yes, no.
Short answer, yes.
Okay. There we go. We got the two verdicts. I'll have a think about it. I don't need to do anything quick. Guys, we'll be back tomorrow. We love you. See you tomorrow, guys. Thank you.